Baseball coverage here today on Extreme Sports with the state high school baseball tournament in Omaha as the Hastings High Tigers get ready to face Gretna East, the Griffins, here in the elimination ball game of the Class B state tourney. Hastings opening up the tournament the other day, losing to top-seeded Omaha Skutt by the score of 12-1. The Tigers come in a record of 13 wins and 12 losses on the season. Gretna East, they are 17-10 overall. They lost to Waverly the other day by a score of 3-2. So it's a survival ball game. The winner moves on to another elimination ball game tomorrow morning at 10. And the loser is finished for the season. For Hastings High, kind of a different set of circumstances today. The Tigers graduated yesterday. They hopped on the bus at 8 o'clock the last night, spent the night here in Omaha. They were out here early for a batting practice here at Papillion La Vista South High School. So the Tigers getting set to take on Gretna East here today. First game of two on Extreme Sports. Coming up at 1 o'clock this afternoon, the Adams Central Patriots will be in action at Tal Anderson Field in Omaha. And the University of Nebraska at Omaha campus is the Patriots will take on Elkhorn Mount Michael in a ball game that's scheduled to go at 1 this afternoon. We'll have that game for you on Extreme Sports 2 today, beginning right about 12:30, 12:45. Not wasting a lot of time today, so we're on what they call a rolling schedule today. So as soon as the 10 o'clock games are over, they're going to move right into the second ball game of the day, and so on and so forth throughout the day today. Just a 30-minute time difference in between games here today, as they're trying to beat the weather, and the weather is definitely a factor in the contest today. The temperature here at 63 degrees at game time. Winds will be blowing out of the east at about 18 miles per hour. Wind chill conditions, we're going to be at 53 today. There's about an 80% chance of rain developing throughout the day today. So could be dealing with the weather conditions, and definitely the Tigers have to deal with the Griffins today from Gretna East. Had a chance to talk with Hastings head coach Blake Marquardt as the Tigers get ready to go here this morning. Spent a couple of minutes with Hastings head coach Blake Marquardt as the Tigers play in the elimination ball game of the Class B state tournament here this morning. Coach, kind of a different set of circumstances. And the other day we've got the weather to deal with today and the early start.
Yeah, it's a little windier today, but again, I think we're grateful for the fact that we get to play. I mean, obviously the weather, I guess I should backtrack. Going into Sunday, the NSA kind of advises that there could be some weather coming and that this game could be, or the tournament could be pushed back a day. So, so there's a good break in the weather here. It's a little windy, but we'll be fine, and just glad that we're getting this opportunity today.
Coach, what about the ball game against Omaha Skutt in the opening round? We knew it would be tough, and they're as advertised. They're a pretty good baseball team.
Well, they're good. They're a good team. Don't get me wrong, but we did not play a good baseball game. First and second inning, we played fine. Third inning, we made some mistakes, made some errors, made some walks. And so those are the things that against the good teams, against any team, especially the state tournament, you can't overcome. So we got to be able to look past that and not make those mistakes again today.
Yeah, had 6 base hits in the ball game. Couldn't really string anything together, get the big hit to get something going on your side.
Yeah, we offensively, I thought we were able to put the barrel to the ball fairly well. But again, we missed some execution plays, whether that's bunts or just, situational hitting where we couldn't get them in. If we can do some of those things today, again, you'll see hopefully a different team.
What did you see out of Elias Sidlow, the starter in the opening round?
Well, he gave us a shot. He that first and second inning, he gave up one run, but something that we can overcome and we can score with that team. But, all of a sudden, if you give up a walk and then a couple errors, those are the things that you can't overcome. And so, I'm so proud of him to keep his composure and give us his best shot that he could for the day, and then we just had to go to the bullpen.
Elimination game today. I assume everything is on deck. Pitchers might be on a short leash today.
I think once you hit the postseason, that's just what's kind of part of the game plan, right? I mean, you don't have time to settle in. You don't have time to figure it out. We just got to find the guy that's ready in the current moment. So, but with that speaking, Carlos Jimenez is going to be our starting pitcher today, and then we still got plenty of in the bullpen.
What about the opposition today?
Grand East is good. We played them earlier this year and lost 3-2 to them. They're a well-coached team. They were played fundamentally sound. We felt like the first time we played them, we had opportunities to beat them. We kind of actually had some bad base running decisions. If we can clean up those things and compete like we did, yeah, we have a shot.
All right, good.
Appreciate it.
Taking care of your teeth and gums is important to keeping a healthy smile, and that's where we come in. Dr. Corey Baumgartner of Baumgartner Family Dentistry will provide exceptional oral care services to both children and adults. They offer routine cleanings and screenings, emergency and scheduled surgical and cosmetic procedures, and a teeth whitening program to all of their patients. Whatever your dental care needs, Baumgartner Family Dentistry is there to help. New patients are welcome. Just call 402-462-6484 or stop in and see them at 2217 West 12th Street in Hastings.
If you're looking for an auto repair business that you can trust, count on the experts at Connet Auto Care in Hastings. Their mechanics are ASC certified, which means they are up to date on the best repair practices for your vehicle. Connet Auto Care keeps your vehicle running like it should. They offer air conditioning repair, brake repair, cooling system services, engine diagnostics and repairs, suspension work, electrical work, and much more. Plus, they sell wheels and tires too. Connet Auto Care, 212 North Lexington in Hastings.
Bloom into spring with Bob Sass flowers. Fresh flowers, bright colors, and new beginnings. Spring is here and so are our freshest blooms. From tulips to hydrangeas, bring the joy of the season into your home or gift a bouquet full of sunshine. We also carry home decor, gift items like candles, chocolates, silk arrangements, popcorn, and jewelry. Shop local at Bob Sass Flowers, located at 2618 West 2nd Street in Hastings, serving Hastings since 1955.
If you experience air conditioning problems this summer, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a local, family-owned business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. They have a broad range of systems to choose from. Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
Extreme Sports has been bringing you the exclusive home of Hastings College Athletics, and we're just getting started. Thanks to our incredible sponsors and your support, Extreme Sports 2 has been a huge success, and now we're excited to announce the launch of Extreme Sports 3. With Extreme Sports 3, you'll get even more local sports coverage. Plus, 24/7 access to Sports by Line, where you'll hear the best in national sports talk. Whether it's Hastings College, high school action, or the latest from around the sports world, we've got it covered across all three streams. And don't forget, when we're not broadcasting games, join us weekday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. for Huddle Up with Mike Will and Tyson Havronik. It's the perfect way to start your day with sports, news, weather, and great local interviews. So tune in, check out all three streams, and stay with us for even more sports coverage coming soon. Thank you to our sponsors for making it all possible, and to you, our listeners, for keeping Extreme Sports strong. You are listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
Mike Will back here at the state baseball tournament in Omaha. We're in Papillion La Vista South here today, getting ready for the Class B elimination ball game between Hastings and the Griffins of Gretna East. Again, Gretna East coming in a record of 17 wins, 10 losses on the season. Hastings High at 13-12. Blake alluded to it. They've seen this team before. At the end of April, the Tigers lost on the road to Gretna East by the score of 3-2. So it's win and you play again tomorrow, a loss and you're done for the season. The Tigers held their graduation yesterday, got into town late last night, and now we got ready for the second game of the 2025 state tournament here today. Carlos Yemenez is going to be on the mound for Hastings in this ball game. Yemenez is 5-1 on the season. He's got a 2.80 earned run average. Right now, the playing of the national anthem as we get set for baseball today on Extreme Sports. You can hear the winds howling here today. East winds at 18 miles per hour with a 85% chance of rain throughout the day today. So not probably your best day to play baseball, but we're getting it done here today. Didn't look real good yesterday. And we'll see how far we can get into the day number 2 of the tournament here today. We'll get to the starting lineups for Hastings High. Isaiah Shaw will lead off with the Tigers. He'll be out in right field today. His batting average is sitting at .429 on the season. Brody Dreher will be your center fielder. He'll bat second, batting average at .270. Chance Burton will be the first baseman. He'll bat third, .292 is his average. Carlos Yemenez, the pitcher. He's batting .300. He'll bat in the number 4 position. On the mound, 5-1, 2.80 is his earned run average. Clayton Arnold will be your designated hitter. He will bat 5th. His batting average is at .311. Adam Rutt will bat in the number 6 hole. .310 his batting average. Rutt will do the catching chores today for the Tigers. Elliot Sidlow will be your left fielder. He will bat 7th. His average at .277. Tucker Senik will be at second base. He'll bat 8th. His average at .208. Royer DeLaura will be your shortstop. He'll bat 9th. His average at .338. And Ashton Haas will be your third baseman today for the Tigers. For Gretna East, the Griffins, again, the record 17 wins, 10 losses on the season, losing to Waverly in the opening round of the tournament the other day. Nolan Green will lead off. Green, perhaps their best player. He's their shortstop. His batting average at .349 on the season. Tyler Cox will be your second baseman. He'll bat second. His batting average at .253. Carson Herman will be your left fielder. He will bat third. His batting average at .348. Tanner Erdkamp will be your center fielder. He will bat fourth. His batting average at .314. Easton Leahy will be your catcher. He'll bat fifth. His batting average at .289. Brady Zimmerman will be your designated hitter. He will bat sixth. His average at .125. Kason Brown will be your third baseman. He'll bat seventh. His average at .254. Nolan Iverson will be your right fielder. He'll bat eighth. His average at .138. Colton Nicholson will be your first baseman. He will bat ninth. His average at .125. And Chase Neneman will be your pitcher today. His record is sitting at 3 wins and 2 losses on the season. ERA is at 2.31. So in Class B, Omaha Scott again winners over Hastings in the opening round of this tournament the other day, 12-1. Waverly beating Gretna East 3-2. Bennington over Seward 8-1. And it was Omaha Gross over Ralston. The score 3-2. So Scout will play Waverly today. Bennington will take on Gross in the elimination ball games today. Hastings against Gretna East. This will be followed up by Seward and Ralston in the other elimination game in Class B here today. Of course, you're also watching the Class C tournament. Adams Central involved with that. The Patriots will play an elimination game coming up at about 1 this afternoon. The Patriots, they lost to Wayne in the opening round of the tournament the other day by a score of 6-1. They're going to see Mount Michael Benedictine in their elimination game today, as Mount Michael lost to Malcolm 4-3. That game scheduled to go at about 1, could be sooner today over at Tal Anderson Field. We're going to have the game on Extreme Sports 2 today, beginning somewhere around 12:30, 12:45, I would say, for the pregame show. Tonight's going to allow that game for you over on Extreme Sports 2. So Hastings High will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. The Tigers will bat first here in this first inning of play. So Hastings had 6 base hits against Omaha Scott the other day. Tigers might have to crank her up a notch or two to stay in this thing here today. Isaiah Shaw will lead things off for Hastings High. And Shaw with a batting average of .429 on the season. So getting started here. The first pitch going to come at 10:01 here this morning. The game time temperature right around 63 degrees, and the first pitch is going to be down low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Isaiah Shaw. Here comes the next pitch. That ball is going to be popped up, and it's going to get into foul territory. It's going to be out of play. Not the best advantage point to watch a baseball game here at this field. High school field, Papillion La Vista South. Anything hit to left field, we're going to be totally in the dark, so to speak. We're totally blocked off from the press box looking to left field. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Shaw. Next one is going to be down low for a ball. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike to Isaiah Shaw. 24 base hits, 56 trips to the plate for Isaiah Shaw this year. He scored 20 runs, 12 RBIs, couple of doubles for his extra base hits. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike, and now they count 3 balls and 2 strikes to Shaw, leading off the Tiger half of the first inning. This one's scheduled for 7 here today. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball, and he walks him. So Shaw gets a base on balls. He heads down to first base, and now Brody Dreher is going to come up there next. Dreher is the center fielder. Dreher with a batting average of .270 on the season. He's got 20 base hits and 74 trips to the plate, 15 runs scored, 13 RBIs. He's got a couple of triples for his extra base hits this year. And a pitch to him is going to be in there for a strike, 0-1 to Brody Dreher. Isaiah Shaw is your base runner down there at first base for Hastings High. Tigers have swiped 72 bases so far this year, and Dreher is the leading base stealer. He's got 14. He stays put. There's a bunt laid down the first base line. It's going to be grabbed there by the pitcher, and he's going to tag out to Dreher going to first base. So Dreher is retired. The sacrifice is going to work as they move the base runner along to second base. So the Tigers have a man on in scoring position. Chance Burton is going to come to the plate next for Hastings High. Burton with a .292 batting average on the season. Leads the team in runs scored this year with 20. He is 19 out of 65 from the plate. 14 RBIs, 1 double. He's got a couple of triples to his credit. He'll bat from the left-hand side. And the first pitch that he sees, he's going to foul away. Here on the first base side is 0-1 to Chance Burton. Isaiah Shaw is your base runner down there at the second base for Hastings High. Blake Marquardt down here in the third base coaching box for the Tigers. Tom Johnson across the way. The Tigers in their white unis here today with their black and orange trim. The Griffins going to be in their brown uniforms today with their gold trim. Here comes the Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. 1-1 is the count down to Verton. So Chance Verton in the left-hand batter's box. He leads the team in walks with 17. He's got 7 strikeouts so far this season. Top of the first inning here in the state tournament. No score between Hastings and Gretna East. Their ball gets by the catcher, and running down to third base on the play is going to be Isaiah Shaw. So the pitch came in low. Leahy, the catcher, Easton Leahy, couldn't handle it. It comes back to the backstop, and the Tigers have a golden opportunity to maybe jump on Gretna East early in this ball game. Top of the first inning, these two teams played at the end of April, and the Gretna East was able to beat Hastings by the score at 3-2. The count here is at 2-1 strike now to Verton. There's a big swing and a miss. 2-2 is the count. 325 down the lines here in this ballpark. 390 to straightaway center field. Home of the Titans, Papillion, La Vista South. Next pitch is going to be down low. In fact, bounces out in front of the plate. Good stop there by Leahy behind the plate. And the count is now sitting at 2-2 strikes here to Chance Verton. On deck here for Hastings High is the pitcher, Carlos Jimenez. As the Tigers look to get on the scoreboard, there's a big swing and a miss. And a strikeout there as Burton goes down. Strikeout number 1 in the ball game now for Chase Denneman. Coming up there next is going to be Carlos Jimenez. Jimenez with a 300 batting average on the season. As Jimenez will come up there for the first time here today. He has got 21 base hits and 70 trips to the plate. The pitch to him is going to be inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Jimenez leads the team in RBIs with 20. He's got a couple of doubles for his extra base hits. Next pitch is going to miss, and it's now 2-0. Isaiah Shaw is your base runner down there at third base for the Tigers. Top of the first inning, Hastings and Gretna East here today. There's the ball. It's going to be hit out to left field. And that's going to be in fair territory. That's going to drive home a run as Carlos Jimenez is going to get a single down the left field line. To drive home a run, Isaiah Shaw comes in from third base to score. And the Tigers go out on top of Gretna East by the score of 1-0 here in this top of the first inning. Clayton Arnold is scheduled up there next for Hastings High. Arnold is the designated hitter. We're going to have a courtesy runner coming out there now. Brendan Chris is going to run for Hastings over at first base. So Chris is on at first. Clayton Arnold is your batter here for the Tigers, and a pitch to him is going to be in there for a strike. 1 man out here in the top of the first inning. Hastings High out on top of Gretna East. The score is 1-0. Arnold with a .311 batting average on the season. He has that ball towards second. They gobble it up, go over to first base. That's going to be in time as Arnold is retired in the play. Tyler Cox picks it up on the ground ball. And that is going to be the end of the Tiger first inning. Tigers out of this first inning, but they do score one run. 1 run on 1 base hit. No errors. Any runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the first inning with a score. Hastings 1, Gretna East 0. You're listening to the state tournament from Omaha on Extreme Sports.
If you're planning to build a new home or add an addition to your existing one, trust the experts at Gangwish Construction. From general contracting, basement pouring, to bathroom remodeling, concrete work, and deck building, they handle it all with precision and care. They take pride in doing the job right the first time, every time. Contact Jeff today at 402-460-0013 and experience quality craftsmanship with Gangwish Construction.
Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab, 207 South Burlington, is the place for all your rehabilitation needs. PTSR offers a wide variety of services, including orthopedic, neurological, and sports injury rehabilitation. A certified hand specialist is available for the more delicate upper extremity injuries. Warm, aquatic therapy, and balance training is also available. PTSR has a strong industrial services division providing physical and functional capacity testing, as well as drug and alcohol screening. Please visit our website, ptsrhastings.com.
You are listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
Mike Will back here in Omaha, the state high school baseball tournament here today on Extreme Sports. It's Hastings out on top of Gretna East and score 1-0. Carlos Jimenez will be the pitcher for Hastings here in this ball game. Jimenez has been a very consistent arm for the Tigers throughout the 2025 season. Again, Jimenez has a record of 5 wins and only 1 loss on the season. He's 5-1, 2.80 is his earned run average. Carlos Jimenez for the Tigers out here, trying to keep the Tigers alive here in the state tournament. Jimenez will be a right-handed thrower here. He's thrown 25 innings for the Tigers this year, giving up 17 hits, 11 runs, 10 of those earned, 20 base on balls, and 23 strikeouts for Jimenez. So Nolan Green, the shortstop, is coming up there first for Gretna East, the Griffins. A record of 17 wins and 10 losses on the season. The count to him is a 1-1 strike. So Nolan Green, Tyler Cox, and Carson Herman, the first 3 guys that come to the plate here for Gretna East in the bottom half of the first inning. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike. Now 1-2 the count. Green has a .349 batting average on the season. He's got 30 base hits and 86 trips to the plate, 28 runs scored. Next pitch is going to be down low for a ball. Green leads the team in a lot of the offensive statistical categories. Batting average, runs scored, RBIs, doubles, triples, and in home runs. He takes a whack there and a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. Nolan Green strikes out to begin the Gretna East half of the first inning. So Tyler Cox is going to come to the plate next. For Green, he strikes out to begin the ball game here. That's going to be his 12th strikeout of the season. Coming up there next is going to be Tyler Cox. Cox is the second baseman, and the pitch to him, a swing and a miss. Tyler Cox, a .253 batting average on the season. He's got 19 base hits and 75 trips to the plate, 9 runs scored with 14 RBIs, 4 doubles. He's got a triple so far this season as he steps in there from the right-hand side. 1-1 strike now to Tyler Cox. As he waits on the pitch from Carlos Jimenez, he gets his sign and he's ready to go. Fires a fastball to the plate there. It's going to miss. And now the count 2-1 strike to Tyler Cox, the second baseman here for the Griffins. He has walked 10 times so far this year. He has struck out 15 times. There's a swing and a miss. So now the count 2 strikes to Tyler Cox. Carson Herman, the left fielder, is due up there next for Gretna East. 1-0 to score. Hastings out on top of the Griffins here in the second round game in Class B. Jimenez looking for the sign. He's got it. Here's the next pitch. High fastball. It's going to miss. So now 3 strikes here to Tyler Cox. Jimenez, the right-hander. Cox batting from the right-hand side. Next pitch is on the way. That's going to miss. And a base on ball is given up there by Jimenez. So now Gretna East has a base runner. Carson Herman is due up there next. Herman is the left fielder. He'll bat from the right-hand side as well. Herman enters this ball game with a batting average of .348. He leads the team in base hits with 32. And he also leads the team in at-bats this year with 92. So he's 32 out of 92 from the plate with 14 RBIs, 4 doubles. He's got a triple and a home run as Herman is going to take a pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 to the number 3 hitter in the batting order, and Carson Herman. one man out here for Gretna East in the bottom half of the first inning. 1-0. Hastings has got the lead. Next pitch is going to be down low. It hits the carpet here, and it ricochets off of the chest protector of our catcher, Adam Rutt. Keeping that base runner down there at first base. Taking a lead down there is going to be Tyler Cox. 48 stolen bases so far this year for Gretna East. So now a real big base stealing threat. Cox down there at first base has got a couple of stolen bases this year. So Jimenez will try to keep him. They've got him over there at first base. I was just going to say they're trying to keep him close, but Jimenez with a quick throw over to first base will pick off Tyler Cox at first base. So Cox is picked off on a great move there by Carlos Jimenez. So now the base pads are empty, and we got 2 outs in the first inning. And the count here to Carson Herman is sitting at 1 ball and 1 strike. So a great move there by Jimenez, and now he fires into the plate. He's going to miss. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Carson Herman. So Carlos Jimenez with a quick move to first base will pick off Tyler Cox. So the base pads are empty. Next pitch is going to miss inside. And now the count is sitting at 3 balls and 1 strike here to Carson Herman. Jimenez looking for the sign from his catcher, Adam Rutt. He's got it. He comes set on the mound. As Jimenez throws into the plate, that ball is going to be hit out to left center field. That's going to be a base hit. Picked up there, out there in center field by Brody Dreher of the Tigers. He gets it back to the infield. So Herman gets a base hit here. Tanner Erdkamp, the center fielder, is coming up there next. Erdkamp is senior. He's got a batting average of .314 in the season. 27 base hits and 86 trips to the plate. He has driven home 16 runs. He's got a couple of doubles for his extra base hits, and he has scored 15 runs. So Erdkamp is at the plate, another right-handed hitter. There's a big swing and a miss there, and it's 0-1 to Erdkamp. He has got 12 base on balls. He's got 14 strikeouts so far this season. That's Herman taking his lead down there at first base now. Chance Burton will hold him on defensively as the pitch is going to be down low for a ball. That's now 1 ball and 1 strike to the number 4 hitter in the batting order, and Tanner Erdkamp. Get Adams Central baseball coming up somewhere between 12:30 and 1 o'clock today on Extreme Sports 2. It'll be Adams Central taking on Mount Michael Benedictine in the elimination ball game of the state tournament. That's down at Tal Anderson Field on the campus of UNO. Tyson Abronic will have the game this afternoon here on Extreme Sports 2. So a base runner is at first base. The count here at the plate, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch is going to be inside for a ball. And it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Tanner Erdkamp, the center fielder. Easton Leahy, the catcher, is due up there next for Gretna East. 1-0 is the score. Hastings has got the lead. We're in the bottom half of the first inning here. Papillion La Vista South here this morning. Next pitch is a cold third strike, and Erdkamp goes down there looking, and the Tigers get out of the first inning with no damage done. 2 strikeouts for Carlos Jimenez in the opening inning. So no runs, 1 base hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. We go to the second inning of play. Hastings 1, Gretna East 0. You're listening to the State High School Baseball Tournament on Extreme Sports.
The weather is warming up, and that means only one thing. It's baseball season. Whether it's Hastings High, Adams Central, or Hastings College baseball this spring, you'll be able to catch the action on Extreme Sports. And this summer, Extreme Sports will be the exclusive voice for Hastings American Legion baseball. Whether it's Hastings 5 Points Bank, Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes, or Hastings Runza, all the big games will be right here Listen online at x-streamsports.com, on your smartphone with our free mobile app, or on your Alexa-enabled smart speaker. Just say, Alexa, play Extreme Sports. Central Nebraska's new home for sports is Extreme Sports. You are listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
All right, Mike Will back here in Omaha. It's Hastings down on top of Gretna East, trying to keep their season alive here today in this elimination ball game. Adam Rutt, Elliott Sidlow, Tucker Senek, the three guys that come to the plate here for Hastings in the second. One of these guys get aboard. Royer Delora would step to the plate. So Hastings getting a RBI single in the first inning by Carlos Jimenez to give him the lead here in this ball game. There's a swing and a miss there and a quick at bat for Adam Rutt as he goes down. Rutt strikes out in the ball game. That's going to be strikeout number 2 in the contest now for the pitcher for Gretna East and Chase Neneman. Coming up there next for Hastings is going to be Elliott Sidlow. So Sidlow will come to the plate and he's going to take a strike here. Sidlow with a batting average of 277 in the season. He's going to send that ball out to center field, and they grab that one up over his head to record the second out. So 2 up, 2 down here for the Tigers in this second inning of play. Erdkamp grabs the ball out there in center, reaches up and kind of grabs it up over his head there. Tucker Senek coming to the plate next for Hastings. Senek with a 208 batting average on the season. He will bat from the right-hand side. Pitcher going to be in there for a strike on Senek. Senek has got 5 base hits this year, 24 at-bats. He's got 6 RBIs. He's got 1 triple. And there's that ball that's going to be hit out to right field and is going to be caught out there. So the Tigers going to go down in order as that one is going to be caught out there by Iverson out in right field for Gretna East. So the Tigers will go down in order in the second inning of play. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the second with a score. Hastings 1, Gretna East nothing. You're listening to the state baseball tournament on Extreme Sports.
TLC Vet Care is pleased to serve Hastings and the surrounding area. The goal at TLC Vet Care is to provide you and your pets with the best veterinary experience possible. Everything from dentistry to surgery. They can also do x-rays, microchipping, vaccinations, wellness checks, nutritional counseling, behavior management, parasite prevention, spay, and neuter. Let Dr. Tammy Craig and Dr. Catherine Caston take care of your pets. Give them a call at 402-463-2899 or stop in to see them at 512 Eastside Boulevard in Hastings. We are here for you and your pet. TLC Vet Care of Hastings.
5 Points Bank has been proudly serving the Tri-City area for decades, and we are continuously finding ways to make your banking experience easy and enjoyable. We offer the best of both worlds with kind and welcoming employees in the bank while creating a strong online presence to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Our innovative technology adds layers of security while being easily accessible to all age groups. Stop into the Better Bank to learn more today.
This is Patrick Mahomes, and you are listening to Extreme Sports.
Mike Will back here in Omaha. It's Hastings 1, Gretna East nothing. Here in the elimination ball game of the Class B State High School Baseball Tournament. We're going to have 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order here for Gretna East. Here in the second, Easton Leahy, Brody Zimmerman, and Kason Brown will come up here for the Griffins to face Carlos Jimenez, the right-handed thrower here for Hastings High. So up here is going to be Leahy. Pitch is going to be outside for a ball. And now the count is sitting at 1 ball and 2 strikes to Leahy. Leahy with a 289 batting average on the season, 22 base hits and 76 trips to the plate. 11 RBIs with 3 doubles. He pops this baby up. It's going to be over here in foul territory. Burton comes over to make the catch. He nearly overran that ball, but he reaches back and grabs it as Easton Leahy will foul out to the first baseman in Chance Burton for the first out here of the second inning. Coming up there next is going to be Brody Zimmerman. He's the designated hitter. Zimmerman with a batting average of 125 on the season. He has got 3 base hits and 24 trips to the plate as he fouls away the first pitch. 0-1 to Zimmerman. So 3 out of 24 from the plate. He's got a couple of RBIs. He's got a couple of doubles. So 2 out of his 3 hits that he has recorded this year have been for a double. He's going to take a strike there. A fastball delivered up by Carlos Jimenez. And the count is sitting at no balls and 2 strikes now to the number 6 hitter in the batting order for Gretna East. Here comes the next pitch. A high fastball and a swing and a miss. Brody Zimmerman goes down. Strikeout number 3 in the ball game now for Jimenez. And coming up there next is going to be Kaysen Brown. Brown is the third baseman. He's down here in the number 7 spot in the batting order. So Kaysen Brown comes to the plate. Batting average at .254 on the season. 15 base hits and 59 trips to the plate. He's going to take a strike here. So Brown falls behind at 0-1. 8 RBIs for this guy with a couple of doubles for his extra base hits. Jimenez working quickly. Here comes the next pitch. Another fastball. That one is going to miss down low. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Winner plays again tomorrow in another elimination game here in Class B. The loser is finished for the season. Jimenez rocks and fires. Next pitch is going to be inside for a ball. There's now 2 balls and 1 strike to Kaysen Brown up here in the second inning of play. He leads the team in strikeouts with 16. He hammers that ball back up to the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Picked up out there by a Dreher of Hastings in the center field. So Kaysen Brown is going to get a base hit here. That's going to be the second hit of the ball game for Gretna East. And now Nolan Iverson is going to come to the plate next for Gretna East. Iverson, a junior, batting average on the season, sitting at 138 for Iverson. Gretna East as a team is hitting at a clip of about 267 from the plate. Here's a big whack here and a foul tap by Iverson. He falls behind 0-1. Iverson has got 4 base hits and 29 trips to the plate. 4 runs scored. He's got a couple of RBIs and no extra base hits this year. 1-0 is the score. Hastings with a lead over Gretna East. We got 2 outs here in the second inning. This one's scheduled for 7 here today. Carlos Jimenez from the stretch. Quick throw again over to first base. That's not in time. Jimenez picked off a man in the first inning as he picked off Tyler Cox at first base. That time Brown was back in there safely. Brown this year has got 6 stolen bases. So he's got 6 of the 48. And there he goes. The throw down there by Rutt is not going to be in time. So a stolen base there by Kaysen Brown. Gets a good jump there at the first base. The throw down there from Adam Rutt, the catcher, a little bit low. It's grabbed down there, but not in time as Brown steals the base as he moves into scoring position now with 2 men out. Down at the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike here to Nolan Iverson. Carlos Jimenez working from the stretch. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be fouled away. So now there's 2 strikes on Nolan Iverson. Colton Nicholson is going to be next. He is the first baseman for Gretna East. Again, the Griffins with a mark of 17 wins and 10 losses on the season. Hastings sitting at 13-12 coming into this ball game, the elimination ball game here this morning. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be fouled away. Heavy overcast day today. We've had rain throughout the morning. Nothing within the last, I'd say 3 hours or so. Lights are on here at Papillion La Vista South as they try to sneak as many games in as possible today. As the day wears on, the better chances for rain exist. Next pitch is going to be inside for a ball, and there's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. They say by 1 o'clock, a pretty good chance on some showers and thunderstorms to move through. As we get to tonight here in Omaha, thunderstorms are likely throughout the night, so we'll see how far they get here on this day of competition. There's a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. Nolan Iverson strikes out. Strikeout number 4 in the ball game for Carlos Jimenez, and Gretna East will leave a base runner in scoring position at second base. No runs on a base hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. We go to the 3rd inning with a score: Hastings 1, Gretna East nothing. You're listening to the State High School Baseball Tournament on Extreme Sports.
TLC Vet Care is pleased to serve Hastings and the surrounding area. The goal at TLC Vet Care is to provide you and your pets with the best veterinary experience possible. Everything from dentistry to surgery. They can also do x-rays, microchipping, vaccinations, wellness checks, nutritional counseling, behavior management, parasite prevention, spay, and neuter. Let Dr. Tammy Craig and Dr. Catherine Caston take care of your pets. Give them a call at 402-463-2899 or stop in to see them at 512 Eastside Boulevard in Hastings. We are here for you and your pet. TLC Vet Care of Hastings.
5 Points Bank has been proudly serving the Tri-City area for decades, and we are continuously finding ways to make your banking experience easy and enjoyable. We offer the best of both worlds with kind and welcoming employees in the bank while creating a strong online presence to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Our innovative technology adds layers of security while being easily accessible to all age groups. Stop into the Better Bank to learn more today.
You are listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here in Omaha for the State High School Baseball Tournament. 1-0 is the score. Hastings High continues to lead. Royer Delora is at the plate here for the Tigers. Number 9 down here in the batting order. He's our shortstop. Delora's got a batting average of .338 on the season. He fouls away the first couple of pitches. That one he takes inside for a ball. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Royer Delora as he comes up there for the first time today. Here comes the next pitch. It's going to be a cold third strike on the inside corner as Royer Delora lets that one go by. He strikes out to begin the 3rd inning of play. Strikeout number 3 in the ball game now for Chase Neneman, the pitcher for Gretna East. Now we're back to the top of the order again. This is Isaiah Shaw coming to the plate next. Shaw reached on a base on balls to begin the ball game for the Tigers, and came around to score on the RBI single by Carlos Jimenez, and that's been the difference in the ball game so far. 1-0. Hastings has got the lead. There's a pitch to Shaw. It's going to be outside for a ball, and the count down 2 balls and no strikes. Shaw in the season a .429 batting average on the year, 24 base hits and 56 trips to the plate. Next pitch is going to miss, and the count down 2 balls and 1 strike. Shaw with 20 runs scored, which leads the team. He's got 12 RBIs. There's a strike delivered up there. 2 doubles for Isaiah Shaw this year. No triples. He's got no home runs. And right now he's ahead of the count at 3-1. The next pitch is going to be in there for a strike, so it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Shaw was about halfway down the baseline toward first. He thought that pitch was outside. Home plate umpire calls him back and says that's in there for a strike. So he comes back and grabs the club. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch is going to be down low for a ball. Now he walks him. No doubt about that one as that skips to the pitcher there. So back-to-back walks in this ball game for Isaiah Shaw. Now Brody Dreher coming to the plate next. So Dreher laid down a sacrifice in the first inning of play. He's coming to the plate with a batting average of .270 on the season. Tigers graduated yesterday, the senior class graduating yesterday. A couple of hours later after the graduation ceremony, they board the bus back here to Omaha for the remainder of the state high school baseball tournament. Stayed overnight last night. Got to the ballpark, take batting practice just after 8 o'clock this morning. Bouncing ball there to second base. They flip it to second for the force out. And that's going to be, they got him down there to second base. Isaiah Shaw is retired on the play. And then they're going to call Brody Dreher out as well at first base for interference. So they get the out at second base on Shaw. And Shaw sliding in there. He's called for interference, and they call out Brody Dreher as well over at first base. So it turns out to be a double play. No argument from Blake Marquardt, so evidently everything is kosher here, and the inning is over for the Tigers. They score no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the third inning with a score. Hastings 1, Gretna East nothing. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
Have you or a loved one been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Hi, I'm Mitch Stellick from Stellick Law Firm in Grand Island, and we specialize in personal injury law. Let Stellick Law Firm assist you in making sure that you and your family are taken care of following a motor vehicle accident. Call us today at 308-675-4035 to schedule your appointment. Let us be your voice.
Bex is the largest family-owned retail seed company in the United States and is dedicated to the needs and profitability of America's farmers. This is Sustainable Seed Solutions, your local Bex dealer. Did you know that Bex is the only company with access to every approved trait in the U.S.? This advantage allows us to remove the bias from sales and focus on what's best for farmers. For more information, call 402-751-0089 or find us at sustainableseedsolutions.com. Bex would like to wish all area teams the best of luck this season.
You're locked in to sports.
Olivares now hits a line drive to deep left field. Ward is back to the wall. Granny time!
There's Doncic wheeling inside in traffic and got it to go. Got it the foul. The home of 24/7 sports talk. Nothing but pure sports action.
All right, back here at the state high school baseball tournament in Omaha. 1-0 is the score. Hastings with a lead over Gretna East as the Griffins will come to bat now here in the bottom half of the third inning. Gretna East has had runners on base in both innings so far, but unable to bring anything home. Carlos Jimenez has been pretty good so far today with 4 strikeouts in this ball game. He's got only 1 walk, so 4 strikeouts and a walk. He's given up a couple of base hits. Coming up here for Gretna East is going to be number 4, the first baseman, Colton Nicholson, to lead things off here in the third. So 9, 1, and 2 in the batting order to face Jimenez. The count is sitting at 1 ball and 1 strike now to Nicholson. He's got a batting average of 125 on the season. So he steps in there from the right-hand side. Here comes the pitch to him. It's going to be up high for a ball. And it is now 2 balls and 1 strike. And the temperature is sitting at 63 degrees here at game time with the winds blowing at about 20 miles per hour. They say the feels-like conditions sitting at 53 today as this ball game unfolds. There's a high fastball and a swing and a miss from Nicholson. And the count to him is sitting at 3 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the next pitch. It's going to be a swing and a miss. It was 3-2, and Nicholson strikes out in the ball game. Strikeout number 5 in the ball game now for Carlos Jimenez for the Tigers. And Nolan Green is going to come up there next. In addition to left field not being able to be spotted here from the press box, they also got the scoreboard out in left field, which we cannot see from our vantage point here today. Nolan Green comes up to the plate and takes a swing and a miss there. He falls behind, no balls and 1 strike. .349 his batting average on the season. He struck out his first time up there. Green with the best batting average on the team here. Sends that ball foul here on the third base side. Green has got 30 base hits and 86 trips to the plate. He has scored 28 runs, 17 RBIs, 10 doubles. He's got 2 triples and 2 home runs. Jimenez will concentrate on him now. The count of no balls and 1 strike. There's a ground ball towards second. Sinek picks it up and tosses it to first base. That's going to be in time. Nolan Green is retired in the play from second to first. Tyler Cox coming up there next. Cox is the second baseman. He was awarded first base on a base on balls back there in the first inning, and then he was later picked off of the base pads by Carlos Jimenez. So he has not had an official at-bat today. .253 his batting average on the season. And the pitch by Jimenez is going to be outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Cox has got 19 base hits in 75 trips to the plate. He has scored 9 runs, 14 RBIs, 4 doubles, and a triple so far for Cox. Here comes the next pitch, and that one hits him. A fastball came inside and beans Tyler Cox. So he gets a free pass down to first base. He gets a board here. But they're doing this with 2 outs. Here comes Casey Herman to the plate next. So Herman, he reached on a single back there in the first inning. Batting average at .348 on the season. And now as Cox gets down to first base, they're making sure he's going to be all right. He is, as he shakes it off over here in the foul territory. Now he's back in the bag. It'll be Chance Burton holding him on defensively here for Hastings High. 1-0 Tigers with a lead over the Griffins here in the Class B elimination ball game from Omaha. Here comes the pitch here to Herman. That's going to be up high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes now to Herman. And he had a single back there in the first. .348 batting average on the season. 32 base hits and 92 trips to the plate. Cox inches away from the bag over there at first base. Quick throw over there again. This time, he's back in there. He's the guy who was picked off back there in the first inning. Cox again inching away from the bag at first base. Burton will hold him on defensively. Jimenez throws under the plate. It's going to be down low for a ball. And the count now, 1 ball and no strikes to Herman. Herman standing here in the right-hand batter's box. He has walked 7 times so far this year. He has struck out 10 times. We're in the bottom of the third. Hastings with a lead, 1-0. Next pitch by Carlos Jimenez is going to be inside for a ball. And now they count 2 balls and 1 strike. Plenty of arms available for Hastings in this ball game. If Jimenez runs into any kind of trouble here in this contest, do or die for Hastings. It's a must-win situation today. Next pitch is going to be down low for a ball, and he walks him. So now for the first time today, the Griffins have a pair of base runners on the pads. As Herman heads down to first base, Tyler Cox will move down to second base on the play. Tanner Erdkamp will come to the plate next. Erdkamp struck out in the first inning. His batting average on the season is sitting at .314. He's got 27 base hits and 86 trips to the plate so far this year. Tiger baseball for you today here on Extreme Sports. We're at the State High School Baseball Tournament in Omaha. Erdkamp is going to take a strike here. No balls and 1 strike. Easton Leahy would be next here if Erdkamp can get aboard. Carlos Jimenez working from the stretch, fires into the plate. That's going to be in there for a strike. So now no balls and 2 strikes to Tanner Erdkamp. Trying to keep the inning going here for Gretna East. Base runners are on first and second base. The Griffins with a deficit of 1-0 here to Hastings High. Here comes the next pitch right down the pipe, but a little bit outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. That would look good from our vantage point here, but the home plate umpire says no. 1-2 the count here to Erdkamp. Down there at first base for Hastings, Chance Burton, Tucker Senek at second. Royer DeLaura is at shortstop, and Ashton Haas is over here at third base today. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. Out of the outfield for Hastings, Elliott Sidlow. Out in left field, Brody Dreer is out in center. Isaiah Shaw is out in right field. Behind the plate, Adam Rutt on the mound. Carlos Jimenez for the Tigers, hoping to keep their season alive here this morning. There's the next pitch in on the ground towards shortstop. Royer DeLaura fires over to first. That's going to be in time, and the inning is over. So Tanner Erdkamp grounds out to a shortstop, and the Griffins, they leave a couple of base runners on the pads. They've left 4 now through the first 3 innings. Gretna East, they score no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We go to the top of the 4th inning with a score. Hastings 1, Gretna East nothing. You're listening to the state tournament from Omaha on Extreme Sports.
If you're looking for screen printing or embroidery work, turn to the experts at Pro Team Design of Grand Island. They have over 19 years of experience and are locally owned. The staff at Pro Team Design can create that shirt for your special event with custom screen printing services. Or get some custom embroidery on your clothing, hats, bags, or other accessories. At Pro Team Design of Grand Island, you can get the uniforms for your high school or college sports teams too. Get a quote by simply going to the website at proteamdesign.com or by calling 308-203-4044. There's in-store pickup and delivery available. Pro Team Design, 2716 Old Fair Road in Grand Island.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years, becoming more than just another bar and grill. It's a Hastings institution. Don't miss Wing Night every Wednesday, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for roasted chicken. Fridays, enjoy the prime rib and seafood buffet. Then savor Bullseye's world-famous prime rib on Saturday. On Sundays, indulge in the brunch buffet from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For over a quarter century, Bullseye's has been the go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Visit Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd and Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for sports enthusiasts.
This is the greatest record in the history of sports.
Broadcasting live 24/7.
Just have some fun out here, and enjoy the journey of all this of trying to get 16 wins and going after a gold trophy.
We give the people what they want.
And I am a huge sports fan. I love sports.
Back here in Omaha, the 2025 State High School Baseball Tournament here today. Hastings is out on top of Gretna East. The score is 1-0 as we play in the 4th inning of play. Burton is up there for the Tigers. Chance, the first baseman, will be followed up by Carlos Jimenez. Then Clayton Arnold. One of those guys get aboard. We'll see Adam Rutt. Tigers with a 1-0 lead and an RBI single in the first inning from Carlos Jimenez. And so far, there's been all the scoring here in this one. These two teams played during the regular season in a low-scoring affair in Gretna. Hastings lost the game to Gretna East by the score at 3-2 back at the end of April. 1-0 here. Chance Burton is at the plate. The count to him is a 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chance started the day with a batting average of .292 in the season. And now he is hit by a pitch. So he was behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes, and Burton is now hit by a pitch. He heads out of the bag at first. Hastings has had a base runner in the first, in the third, and in the 4th innings. They've got 1 run on the scoreboard. Carlos Jimenez is going to come up to the plate next, and now the head man for Gretna East is going to go out and talk with his pitcher in Chase Neneman. Again, later on today, we've got more state tournament baseball action from UNO, Anderson Field. Now Anderson Field will be Adams Central taking on Mount Michael Benedictine in a ball game scheduled to go at 1 o'clock, but in today's schedule, they're calling it a rolling schedule, so as soon as the 10 o'clock game gets done over there, they'll set 30 minutes on the clock, and they're going to be playing again. So even if that first game goes short, they're going to roll in about 30 minutes. So we expect a game time over at Adams Central's game between 12:30 and 1 today, and the game will air on Extreme Sports 2 today, just to make sure we can get both games in its entirety. So Extreme Sports 2 will host Adams Central today. We've got Hastings High here on Extreme Sports 1. Jimenez is at the plate. Chance Burton is down there at first base for the Tigers. Jimenez had the RBI single back there in the first inning. He tries to lay down a bunt here and will foul it away. And the count to him is sitting at no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 here to Jimenez. Arnold will follow him, and then Adam Rutt. Hastings holding on to that 1-0 lead. You win here, you play again tomorrow in another elimination game. You lose, and your season is over. Here comes the next pitch outside. The ball gets away from the catcher, and running down to second base on the play is going to be Chance Burton. So Burton, he advances from first to second on the pass ball, and the catcher here in Easton Leahy. He blocked it, but Leahy then couldn't locate the ball as he bobbled the ball around just to the right of the batter's box here. So an easy swipe there for Chance Burton. He is now at second base for the Tigers. Here comes the next pitch. Outside and down low for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Carlos Jimenez. Hastings with a base runner at second base. That is Chance Burton. And a throw to a second base. And Chance just gets back in there in the nick of time. Second baseman for Gretna East, Tyler Cox, went over to cover the bag. Burton lucky to get back in there for the Tigers. The count at the plate, 2 balls and 2 strikes now. There's the ball hit the right field. That's going to be a base hit. Picked up out there and then bobbled out there by Iverson. A run is going to come in to score. On his way to third is going to be Jimenez. Head first slide down there at third base. Oh, and they've got him at third. So Carlos Jimenez is going to knock home a run here for the Tigers, but he tried to stretch a double into a triple, and he's thrown out at the bag at third base. Good play defensively there by Gretna East, but Carlos Jimenez gets the run to come in to score, and the Tigers go out on top of this ball game now by a score of 2-0. Ball was hammered to right field there by Jimenez. It was then bobbled out there by Iverson, and by that time, Chance Burton had no problem getting around from second base to score to make it a 2-0 ball game. Jimenez probably should have stopped at second base, but he tries to make something happen there and advanced to third, and he was thrown out in the play. And now Gretna East is going to make a pitching change here in the 4th inning. So the Griffins going to send in a reliever here in the 4th. They're trailing in the ball game. It's Hastings High 2, Gretna East 0. You're listening to Tiger Baseball today on Extreme Sports.
Are you ready to tee off on a golfing adventure like no other? Look no further than the Southern Hills Golf Club of Hastings. The course at Southern Hills is a challenging and picturesque course that is perfect for players of all skill levels. The course features well-manicured greens, rolling fairways, and several water hazards that add to the challenge. But that's not all. The Southern Hills Golf Club also offers a kitchen that serves up delicious snacks and meals, a bar to quench your thirst, a driving range, and a practice green. Book your tee times at southernhillshastings.com or call 402-463-8006.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
You are listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
All right, new pitcher for Gretna East is going to be Carter Woodson, a sophomore coming in here. His record, 1 win, 1 loss in the season, 2.29 is his earned run average. So he comes on in relief here in the fourth inning of play. So Woodson on the mound now. He's thrown 18 in the third innings, giving up 14 hits, 10 runs. 6 of those earned. There's a ball hit to a shortstop, and a throw to first base is going to be in time. Woodson with 6 earned runs, 9 base on balls, 21 strikeouts on the season. So with their season on the line as well, they go to the pen here, trailing by a score of 2-0. Clayton Arnold was the guy who just grounded out to a shortstop. So now there's one man out for Hastings High. Tigers have a run in here in the fourth, and Hastings now with the lead over Gretna East. The score is 2-0. Adam Rutt is going to come to the plate next for Hastings High. Rutt struck out back there in inning number 2. Batting average is sitting at .310 on the season for Adam Rutt. Rutt has got 18 base hits and 58 trips to the plate. Coming in here. Next pitch is going to be down low for a ball. Now they count 2 balls and no strikes. Rutt has got 11 RBIs this year. He's got 3 doubles for his extra base hits. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball, and he walks him. So Adam Rutt is going to get a board here for the Tigers with a base on balls. So Carter Woodson comes in out of the pen, and he walks Adam Rutt. Coming up to the plate next is going to be Elliot Sidlow. Sidlow is playing out in left field today for the Tigers. Sidlow was the starting pitcher in the ballgame against Omaha Scott the other day. Went a couple of innings before he was knocked out of there in that 12-1 loss to the Skyhawks in the opening round of the state tournament. So Elliot Sidlow, a left-handed hitter, is up there now for Hastings. We've got a right-handed thrower on the mound here now for Gretna East. And there's a pitch that's going to be down low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Tigers scoring a run in the first inning, and now a run here in the fourth. They've got the 2-0 advantage over Gretna East. Woodson's next pitch is going to be in there for a strike right down the pipe there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Adams Central, Mount Michael Benedictine coming up next. It'll be on Extreme Sports 2 today, beginning between 12:30 and 1 o'clock today with Tyson Avronic. There's a ball hit right to the shortstop, and he grabs the ball there for Gretna East. That's Nolan Green, and the inning is going to be over. So a line shot there as Elliot Sidlow lines out to the shortstop here to end the fourth inning of play. But the Tigers, they come up with a run here in the fourth. 1 run on the base hit by Carlos Jimenez. No errors on Gretna East, and a runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning with a score. Hastings 2, Gretna East nothing. You're listening to the state baseball tournament on Extreme Sports.
When it comes to helping you protect what's important to you, you can trust the licensed independent insurance agents at Klein Insurance of Hastings. No matter what type of insurance you need, from auto to home to farm and crop, Klein Insurance will get it covered. They'll help you find the right policy for your specific situation. Klein Insurance has been in business since 1959 and is locally owned. Same-day quotes are available. At Klein Insurance, you'll get years of expertise, attention to detail, and exceptional customer service. Klein Insurance, 710 South Burlington in Hastings. Call 402-463-1256.
At Midwest Farm Management, often the most challenging decision to our clients is what to do with a family farm. We've been helping answer this question since the 1970s. Our company is focused on working with tenants that are good stewards of the family farm while offering excellent returns to our owners. Our services include, but are not limited to, detailed financial and field reports, grain marketing, crop insurance, and finding and executing a lease agreement that best fits your farm. Give us a call today at 402-463-1110 or find us on the web at midwestfarmmanagement.com.
You are listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here in Omaha, Hastings High has got the lead over Gretna East in this ball game. The score is 2-0. We've got Gretna East now batting. This is the bottom of the fourth inning. This one's scheduled for 7 here today in the elimination ball game. Easton Leahy is at the plate here for Gretna East. He is the catcher. Brody Zimmerman will follow him, and we'll see Kason Brown for the Griffins here in this inning. Will those guys get aboard? It would be Nolan Iverson coming to the plate. Hastings 2 and Gretna East 0. Survival day here today as the Tigers try to force another elimination ball game here in the Class B state tournament. That would be tomorrow at 10. 2 balls and 1 strike here to Easton Leahy as he bats from the right-hand side. Carlos Jimenez is the guy on the mound here for Hastings. He's won all the way. Here's a pitch there by Jimenez, and that is going to miss. And now the count is at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jimenez so far through 3 innings, giving up just 2 base hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. There's the ball. It's going to be popped up toward right field, and it's going to be grabbed out there by the Tigers and Isaiah Shaw. So Easton Leahy is going to fly out to right field for the first out of the 4th inning. Brody Zimmerman, the designated hitter, is due up there next. Zimmerman so far today, he struck out back during the 2nd inning. Batting average on the season is sitting at 125 for Zimmerman, as he will bat here from the left-hand side as he works against the righty on the hill and the Carlos Jimenez. There's a fastball there that nicks the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 to Zimmerman. He's got 3 base hits and 24 trips to the plate so far this year. Here comes the next pitch, a high fastball and a swing and a miss. Zimmerman behind, no balls, 2 strikes. He's got 3 base hits on the season. 2 of them have been doubles. He's also got a couple of RBIs. Carlos Jimenez with a count in his favor at no balls and 1 strike. Next pitch down low for a ball, a little bit outside. 1-1 is the count. Yet a breezy day today. East winds here, blowing upwards to 20 miles per hour. Heavy overcast sky. I expect rain later on today. Here comes the next pitch. It's going to come inside and nearly hits the batter in Zimmerman. So 1 ball, actually 2 balls now, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Brody Zimmerman. Kason Brown would be next. Count is even up at 2-2. Jimenez, his next pitch is going to be down low for a ball. It's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. You're listening to the state high school baseball tournament today on Extreme Sports. We're at Papillion La Vista South High School for this elimination ball game in Class B. Next pitch is on the way. That's going to be inside for a ball, and he walks him. Brody Zimmerman gets aboard, so again, it's a Gretna East with a base runner. The Griffins stranded a man in the 1st inning, stranded a man in the 2nd, stranded 2 in the 3rd inning, and now they get a man on here in the 4th inning with 1 man out. Casey Brown is coming up to the plate next. Brown is the 3rd baseman. He'll bat from the right-hand side. Jimenez will look toward the runner at first base and will throw one to the plate. It's going to be inside for a ball. 1-0 the count to Kason Brown. So Brown so far this season, a .254 batting average on the year. 15 base hits and 59 trips to the plate. 12 runs scored. Next pitch is going to be inside for a ball. He wanted to pull the trigger, does not. And the count is at 1 ball and 1 strike. Brown with 8 RBIs so far this year. He's got a couple of doubles for his extra base hits. And now here comes Blake Marquardt out of the dugout for Hastings with a count 2 balls and 1 strike here to Casey Brown. So Blake coming out to check on his pitcher, Carlos Jimenez. Again, the Tigers with plenty of arms available to get through the ball game here today. So could be a short leash for any pitcher that even looks like they're tiring as the conversation continues. In fact, the Tigers have a couple of people warming up down in the bullpen on the right field line. Jimenez is going to stay out there for the Tigers. So it's going to be a count here of 2 balls and no strikes on Kason Brown. As a little courtesy call there was Tom Johnson and not Blake coming out to visit with his pitcher. Jimenez stays put and will now continue to work on Kason Brown. He comes set, fires into the plate. That's going to be up high for a ball. There's now 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0 the count to a Kason Brown. Iverson would be next here for a Gretna East. 2-0 to score. Hastings with the lead. Here comes the next pitch. That's going to miss inside. 4 pitches. Kason Brown is going to get a walk. So back-to-back walks now for Carlos Jimenez here in this 4th inning. That's going to be the 2nd and 3rd walk of the ball game given up by Jimenez. So base runners are on at 1st and 2nd now in the 4th inning. Nolan Iverson is going to come to the plate next. Iverson struck out his first time up there in inning number 2. So base runners on at 1st and 2nd base. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be popped up out toward left field. And that's going to be in foul territory. The wind blows it foul as those east winds blow it across the foul line. In an area that we really can't see from our advantage point here at Papillion La Vista South. You wait for the roar of the crowd or any other indication, and that one goes foul. So Nolan Iverson has a count of no balls and 1 strike here at the plate. Down here in the number 8 hole in the batting order for Gretna East. 2-0 is the score. Hastings with the lead, but the Griffins are threatening here in the 4th. They've left men on base in the 1st, in the 2nd, and in the 3rd innings. In fact, 4 of them. There's a bunt laid down. A nice one. Jimenez grabs it. He goes to first base in time, just in the nick of time to catch Nolan Iverson. But the sacrifice works, so they move base runners along to 2nd and 3rd. And now Colton Nicholson is going to come up there next. Nicholson, number 9 in the batting order. He is struck out back there in inning number 3. So a big chance here for Gretna East in the 4th inning to come back on the Tigers. 2-0. Hastings has got the lead, but 2 men now in scoring position. Nicholson is the batter. There's a big swing and a miss. Jimenez throws some smoke there to the plate, and a swing and a miss by Nicholson. Batting average on the year, 125 for Gretna East. He's got 5 base hits in 40 trips to the plate. Jimenez working for the stretch here for the Tigers. Next pitch is a fastball, and that one is going to be outside for a ball. A check swing there by Nicholson. They appeal down to the base umpire. He says no. So the count goes at 1 ball and 1 strike here to Nicholson. Nicholson has got a couple of doubles for his extra base hits this year. Next pitch is going to be down low. Rutt grabs the ball behind the plate there. Good job by Rutt to keep that base runner down there at 3rd. Runners are on at 2nd and 3rd base. Brown is on at 2nd. Zimmerman is on at 3rd. This is Nicholson, Colton Nicholson, at the plate here for Gretna East in this 2-0 ball game. Next pitch by Jimenez is a strike right down the pipe there. Now the count is at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count to Colton Nicholson. Jimenez looking to get out of this 4th inning with no damage done here. 2 base runners in scoring position. And the count here is at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Colton Nicholson. Next pitch outside for a ball. Now 3-2. Now Jimenez loses his cap, and he's got to go chase that down with the wind blowing here at Papillion La Vista South. So now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2. Base runners on at second and third base in a 2-0 ball game. And the best hitter in the team is due up there next if Nicholson can get aboard. Here comes the 3-2. He fouls this one away. Over toward the first base dugouts, occupied by Tigers. Hastings in the first base dugout. Gretna East across the way over here in the third base site. So the count remains at 3 balls and 2 strikes here to the number 9 hitter. Here's the next pitch by Jimenez, up high for a ball, and he walks him. 3 walks in this ball game now for Carlos Jimenez. That's going to be his 4th walk of the ball game. And now the leading hitter on the team for Gretna East is going to come out here. We're going to have a pitching change as Blake Marquardt is going to come out here now for the Tigers. So Carlos Jimenez is going to be rocked out of here in the 4th inning of play. And we're going to have a pitching change here for the Tigers when we come back. We'll take a break with the score. Hastings 2 and Gretna East 0. You're listening to the state tournament from Omaha on Extreme Sports.
If you're looking for auto glass work, call Auto Glass Experts of Hastings. Jeff and Brent have over 60 years of combined experience. They can fix your glass in just about anything from your car or pick up to heavy-duty repairs on your truck or farm equipment, tractors, loaders, graders, or semi-trucks. No other glass repair and replacement business comes close to the high standards of quality and customer service you'll find with the Auto Glass Experts. If you've just got a little ding in your windshield, they offer rock chip repair. Give them a call today at 402-463-0025 or stop in and see them at 405 West J Street in Hastings.
Ridgeline, a local accounting and financial services firm, proudly supports all area high school athletes. There is more than one path toward financial security. We take the time to know you well, to understand your financial situation, your business, your farm, and your personal goals. That's why our work with you is more about personal connections than it is about the numbers. Choosing the right path takes experience, creativity, and guidance you can trust. Come join us and enjoy the view at Ridgeline.
Keep it here on Extreme Sports.
Hits it to right field. Brennan is back. He's at the wall, and we are tied.
Your all-access pass to nonstop sports talk and live play-by-play coverage.
You guys are the #1 sports station because you make the phones light up.
All right, Eli Schneider is going to be the new pitcher for the Tigers. He is 3-1 in the season. 3.57 is his earned run average. He's thrown 17 2/3 innings, giving up 18 hits, 13 runs, 9 of those earned, 6 base on balls, and 4 strikeouts. And he comes up here in a tough spot. Bases are loaded in the Class B elimination ball game. You're out on top by a score of 2-0. So Eli Schneider is going to try to get the Tigers out of the inning. We do have 2 outs here, but the best hitter on Gretna East team is up there in Nolan Green. Green, a .349 batting average on the season, leads the team in batting average and runs scored, RBIs, doubles, and triples, and in home runs. He's a left-handed hitter, and he fouls away the first pitch into the Tiger dugout. Green is a left-handed hitter. Eli Schneider, a left-handed thrower here for the Tigers. Green so far today is 0 for 2 in this ball game. He struck out in the first inning and he grounded out in inning number 3. 0-1 is the count here. Green swings and misses on the next pitch. Way out in front of that one. As Schneider throws that slow curveball to the plate there that he's been known for the past couple of years. So now Nolan Green is behind the count at 0-2 strikes. The bases are loaded here for Gretna East in inning number 4. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be down low for a ball here. Now 1-2 strikes. Nolan Green, top of the order up here for Gretna East. Green has walked a team high 18 times so far this year. He has struck out 11 times. 2-0 is the score. Hastings has got the lead in the 4th inning. Next pitch by Schneider. Fouled away. Green just got a little piece of that one on that slow curveball that was delivered up high. Green swings and gets a little piece of that one back to the screen. So the count remains at 1-2 strikes. 2 men out for Gretna East here in the bottom of the 4th inning. In a 2-0 ball game. Bases are loaded. Eli Schneider working for the stretch. Here comes the next pitch to the plate. That ball is going to be hit out toward left field, and that is going to be blown into foul territory. So the count remains at 1-2 strikes. If Green can get aboard, Tyler Cox would come to the plate here for Gretna East. It's Nolan Green at the plate here with the bases loaded for the Griffins. There's a ball hit to the left side. That's going to be through there for a base hit. 1 run comes in to score. Here comes the second one to the plate, and we are tied up. A 2-run single by Nolan Green. So Nolan Green gets the 2-run single here for Gretna East to tie up the score. And the 4th inning will continue here as Gretna East has got runners on at first and third. So 2 runs come in to score. Zimmerman comes in. Brown comes in. Going around to third base on the play is going to be Colton Nicholson. Ending up at first base is going to be Nolan Green. A big base hit there off of Eli Schneider in this 4th inning. Those 2 runs will be charged to the statistics of Carlos Jimenez. Tyler Cox is up there next. So runners are on at first and third base now in the 4th inning. In a tie ball game at 2-2. And here comes the pitch to the plate. It's going to be down low for a ball. So Hastings has led this thing the entire way. And now Gretna East has come back and get 2 runs here in the 4th inning. And they're still threatening to tack on more. Runners are on at first and third base. Here's the next pitch by Eli. It's going to miss. And they count 2 balls and no strikes. Hastings still with a couple of relievers up and warming up down in the bullpen on the right field side. Eli Schneider on in relief here in the 4th inning. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike in the inside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now to Tyler Cox. He has walked once and he has been hit by a pitch. He was picked off of the base pads in the first inning. There goes the runner at first base, and now they're going to try to sneak one home, and everybody's going to be safe. The runner took off at first base. That was Nolan Green. He tried to distract the Tigers there. They were going to maybe try to sneak home. The guy at third base in Colton Nicholson. Tigers knew it was up there. They got the ball to third base, but Nicholson is back in there. So now we got runners on at second and third base in the 4th inning with 2 men out. And the count here to Tyler Cox is sitting at 2 balls and 1 strike in a 2-2 ball game. And here comes the pitch to the plate. That's going to be fouled away. So Gretna East trying to sneak one home with the runner Nolan Green going at first base. It was caught out of the eye of Eli Schneider, who got it to first base, and they tried to sneak one home with Nicholson at third, but the Tigers were ready for that one. So now base runners are on at second and third base and 2 men out. Count at the plate, 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a ball hit the left field. That's going to be a base hit. And a run comes in to score. Here comes the second one to the plate. Head first slide. And it's a 4-2 ball game. Gretna East. Tyler Cox, he's going to get a 2-run single as he knocks that ball to left field. Nicholson comes in from third base to score for Gretna East. Coming around from second base to score is going to be Nolan Green. So now it's a 4-2 ball game. Tyler Cox knocks one to left field to drive home 2 more runs. And now Carson Herman will come to the plate next. So just like the other day, it was the 3rd inning the other day against Omaha Skutt, who the Tigers fell apart. And that's a ball game against the Skutt, as Omaha Skutt scored 7 runs in the 3rd the other day. The Tigers have now given up 4 runs here in the 4th inning as the winds begin to pick up here in the Papillion, as the Griffins have claimed the lead over Hastings High. Now the score is 4-2. Here's the pitch to the plate. It's going to be down low for a ball. Carson Herman, he is singled, and he has walked in this ball game. 348 is his batting average. The winner moves on to another elimination ball game tomorrow. The loser is finished for the season. Here's the pitch. It's going to be fouled away. And the count is at 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Carson Herman. So Eli Schneider now in relief of the starter, Carlos Jimenez. Gretna East has scored 4 times here in this 4th inning. Runner is on at first base. That is Cox. Herman is at the plate here for the Griffins, and there's a pitch that can be fouled away on the first base side. So the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Later on today, Adams Central and Mount Michael Benedictine. Scheduled starting time 12:30 to 1 o'clock today, depending on what's going on at Tal Anderson Field. We'll have the game on Extreme Sports 2 today. Next pitch is going to be fouled away. Again on the first base side. Count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Adams Central baseball will be on Extreme Sports 2 today, just to make sure we can get both of our games in its entirety here. With Hastings High and Adams Central both playing in back-to-back games here in the State High School Baseball Tournament at 2 different sites. So the count here to Herman, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes a pitch. It's going to be fouled away this time toward the third base dugout, occupied by Griffins. So the count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tanner Erdkamp would be next, the center fielder. Gretna East with 4 runs here in the 4th inning to take the lead over Hastings High. And here comes the next pitch from Eli Schneider. That ball is going to be drilled back up to the middle. That's going to be another base hit. Picked up by Dreer out in center field, and the rally continues here for Gretna East. Another base hit back up to the middle there for Herman. Runners are now on at first and second base, and now the 9th man to come to the plate for Gretna East will stroll to the dish. This is Tanner Erdkamp coming to the plate next. He is 0 for 2 so far in the ball game. Erdkamp struck out in the first inning, and he grounded out in inning number 3. So Gretna East now with base runners on at first and second base. The pitch to Erdkamp is going to be popped up. First base side, it's going to get out of play. Burton giving chase, couldn't get there. As it goes over the fence down the right field line. Tanner Erdkamp falls behind, no balls and 1 strike. Gretna East with 4 runs in here in the 4th inning. Now a 4-2 ball game over Hastings High in the Class B elimination ball game. Erdkamp waiting on the pitch here from Eli Schneider, working from the stretch. There's the ball. It's going to be drilled back up to the middle. That's a base hit into center field. Dreher picks it up. A run is going to come in to score, and runners are at first and second base. So Tanner Erdkamp, he gets an RBI single here. Tyler Cox comes in to score. That makes it a 5-2 ball game. And now Blake is going to make another trip out to the pitcher's mound. So Eli Schneider, who has been so good for Hastings High this year, has failed to get anybody out. He's given up a 2-run single a 2-run single, another single, and an RBI single. And he's going to be knocked down after 4 batters here in the 4th inning as the Tigers are trailing in the ball game now. We'll take a break. The score, Gretna East 5, Hastings 2. You're listening to the state tournament in Omaha on Extreme Sports.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Extreme Sports has been bringing you the exclusive home of Hastings College Athletics, and we're just getting started. Thanks to our incredible sponsors and your support, Extreme Sports 2 has been a huge success. And now we're excited to announce the launch of Extreme Sports 3. With Extreme Sports 3, you'll get even more local sports coverage. Plus, 24/7 access to Sports by Line, where you'll hear the best in national sports talk. Whether it's Hastings College, high school action, or the latest from around the sports world, we've got it covered across all 3 streams. And don't forget, when we're not broadcasting games, join us weekday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. for Huddle Up with Mike Will and Tyson Havronik. It's the perfect way to start your day with sports, news, weather, and great local interviews. So tune in, check out all 3 streams, and stay with us for even more sports coverage coming soon. Thank you to our sponsors for making it all possible, and to you, our listeners, for keeping Extreme Sports strong.
All right, the new pitcher for Hastings is going to be Ashton Haas, and immediately he gives up a ground ball to third base that Carlos Jimenez couldn't handle down there. So now the bases are loaded here for Gretna East in the 4th inning of play. So Ashton Haas, he comes in here for the Tigers on relief again as Eli Schneider, he is knocked off, and now the Tiger infield is a little meeting out here on the pitcher's mound to see what they want to do here. So the bases are loaded in this 4th inning of play. Gretna East has already exploded with 5 runs. This is Zimmerman coming to the plate next. So runners are juiced on the base pads, and Brody Zimmerman is up there for the 2nd time this inning. He walked back there early in the inning. He struck out in the 2nd. Ashton Haas throws under the plate. The ball gets away from Rutt. He goes over toward the third base dugout. Runner down there at third base was looking to come home, Herman, but he puts on the brakes. It didn't go far enough away from Adam Rutt toward that dugout to allow Herman to come in to score. 5 runs in for Gretna East here in this 4th inning of play. They've got a 5-2 lead now over Hastings High in the elimination ball game. Tigers looking to get out of the inning. There's a hard hit ball out toward the center field, and it's going to be grabbed here by Dreer, and the inning is going to be over as Brody Zimmerman flies out to center field. The end, the 4th inning of play, as 11 batters come to the plate there for Gretna East in the 4th, and they score 5 runs. 5 runs for Gretna East on 5 base hits, no errors on Hastings High, and 3 runners left on base. We go to the top of the 5th inning. The score, it is Gretna East 5, Hastings 2. You're listening to the state tournament from Omaha on Extreme Sports.
Taking care of your teeth and gums is important to keeping a healthy smile, and that's where we come in. Dr. Corey Baumgartner of Baumgartner Family Dentistry will provide exceptional oral care services to both children and adults. They offer routine cleanings and screenings, emergency and scheduled surgical and cosmetic procedures, and a teeth whitening program to all of their patients. Whatever your dental care needs, Baumgartner Family Dentistry is there to help. New patients are welcome. Just call 402-462-6484 or stop in and see them at 2217 West 12th Street in Hastings.
If you're looking for an auto repair business that you can trust, count on the experts at Connet Auto Care in Hastings. Their mechanics are ASC certified, which means they are up to date on the best repair practices for your vehicle. Connet Auto Care keeps your vehicle running like it should. They offer air conditioning repair, brake repair, cooling system services, engine diagnostics and repairs, suspension work, electrical work, and much more. Plus, they sell wheels and tires too. Connet Auto Care, 212 North Lexington in Hastings.
You are listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
Mike Will back here in Omaha. It's now Gretna East down on top of Hastings High. The score of 5-2 after the Griffins score 5 runs in the fourth inning of play. So we head to the top of the fifth. Hastings will have 8-9-1 in the batting order here. Tucker Sinek, Royer Delora, and also Isaiah Shaw to come to the plate here against the Griffins. This is Carter Woodson. He's going to stay out there and throw. He came on in relief in the fourth inning for the Griffins. So there's a pitch there that's going to miss outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tucker Sinek. He is 0 for 1 in this ball game. Flew out to right field back there in the second inning. 208 is his batting average to start the day. So Tucker Sinek waits on the pitch. That's going to be inside for a ball. Now the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dugout still lively down there for the Tigers on the first base side. Woodson working for the full windup. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. That ball's going to be hit down the line in right field, and unable to get to it will be your first baseman, Nicholson, as he gave chase down the line there. So the count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. High school baseball coverage here today on Extreme Sports. Hastings trailing Gretna East now 5-2. Adams Central coming up in just a little bit. The Patriots playing their elimination ball game over at Tal Anderson Field on the campus of UNO. That'll be on Extreme Sports 2 today. Here comes the next pitch hit right back to the pitcher. Woodson grabs it, underhands it toward first base, and Tucker Sinek is going to be retired in the play. So Sinek got a piece of that one, but sends it right back to the pitcher, and Carter Woodson, and he's retired easily over there at first base. Royer Delora comes up to the plate next for the Tigers. He struck out back there in inning number 3. Batting average at .338 on the season. And there's a fastball by Woodson that's going to be in there for a strike. 0-1. Again, going with a rolling schedule here today in the state tournament. So we're now waiting for the scheduled game times that you may have seen on your bracket here earlier as we try to get as many games in as possible today with weather threatening here in Omaha. 85 to 90% chance of rain developing throughout the day. We've seen nothing to this point, just the windy conditions. There's a ball that's going to be hit to third base. Nice throw over to first to retire Royer Delora. So Royer just got a little piece of that one. A slow roll around toward third base. Brown picks it up, and it'll be an off-balance throw over to the first baseman, Nicholson, to complete the out. So Royer Delora is retired in the play from third to first. Coming up there next for the Tigers will be Isaiah Shaw. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Hastings High is now trailing Gretna East by a score of 5-2. Woodson fires a fastball. Is going to be in there for a strike. 0-1 to Isaiah Shaw. He has walked twice today. Batting average at .429. on the season. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Isaiah Shaw as he bats from the left-hand side. Woodson's full windup. Next pitch fouled away toward the Tiger dugout. Isaiah Shaw, he has got 24 base hits in 56 trips to the plate. 20 runs scored. He's got 12 RBIs and a couple of doubles to his credit so far this year. The count to him is at 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's a bouncing ball toward third. Going to be fielded there. And the throw over to first base, and the Tigers go down in order here in the 5th. So it's a 1-2-3 inning here for Hastings as Isaiah Shaw is going to ground out to third base. Hastings scores no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning with a score. It's now 5-2. Gretna East has got the lead. You are listening to Tiger Baseball.
If you experience air conditioning problems this summer, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a local, family-owned business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. They have a broad range of systems to choose from. Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
Bloom into spring with Bob Sass flowers. Fresh flowers, bright colors, and new beginnings. Spring is here and so are our freshest blooms. From tulips to hydrangeas, bring the joy of the season into your home or gift a bouquet full of sunshine. We also carry home decor, gift items like candles, chocolates, silk arrangements, popcorn, and jewelry. Shop local at Bob Sass Flowers, located at 2618 West 2nd Street in Hastings, serving Hastings since 1955.
You are listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at the State High School Baseball Tournament in Omaha. Hastings trailing now. Gretna East, the score is 5-2 as the Griffins came up with 5 runs in the 4th inning. There's a ball. It's going to be hit out toward center field, and it's going to be grabbed there by Brody Dreher as the Griffins get started here in the bottom half of inning number 5. That was Kason Brown, who just flies out to center field. So Brown flies out for the first out of the 5th inning. Coming up there next, this is going to be Nolan Iverson coming to the plate. Iverson, he is 0 for 2 so far in this ball game. He grounded out in the 2nd inning. He actually struck out in the 2nd inning and grounded out in the 4th, so he's 0 for 2. Batting average to start today at 138. Ashton Haas is the guy who's now throwing for Hastings. He's the 3rd pitcher used by the Tigers here in this ball game. Carlos Jimenez got the start. Eli Snyder came on. He threw the 4 batters and did not record an out. Now Ashton Haas is out there for the Tigers. There's the ball. It's going to be hit out toward right field. That's in foul territory. Giving chase is Burton, and he makes the catch. Chance Burton makes the catch. A tough one down the right field line. He grabs that ball over his head there and makes the catch as Iverson is going to foul out to the first baseman in Chance Burton. So 2 up, 2 down now for Gretna East here in the 5th inning. And Colton Nicholson will come to the plate next. Nicholson so far today, he has struck out once and he has walked once. He has scored a run. Start of the day with a batting average of 125 on the season. 5-2 the score. Gretna East has got the lead here from Papillion to Vista South High School. There's a swing and a miss there by Nicholson. Down 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, east winds blowing here today, upwards of 20 miles per hour. As the threat of rain, overcast skies, not an ideal day to play baseball, but so far we've got everything we've needed in the books here today. Colton Nicholson is at the plate. The count is at 2 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch is going to be fouled away. And the count now is at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Nicholson, batting down here in the number 9 slot. Nicholson on the year with 5 base hits and 40 trips to the plate. Ashton Haas working from the stretch with nobody on the base pads. Next pitch is going to hit out in front of the plate, grabbed there by Adam Rutt. Nicholson has got 4 RBIs so far this year. He's got a couple of doubles for his extra base hits. The count is at 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Here comes the next pitch. That ball is going to be hit out towards center field, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Brody Dreher comes in to grab it on the one hopper as Nicholson is going to get aboard with a single here. And now coming up there is going to be a Nolan Green. So Nolan Green will come on. Now we're going to have a courtesy runner coming out and running over there at first base. So we got a courtesy runner coming out there for Gretna East. Colton Silman is going to come out and run now over there at first base. So Silman will be on at first. There's 2 men out for Gretna East here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And Nolan Green will come to the plate. The last time he was up there, he had a 2-run single to tie up this ball game. That was back in the 4th inning. He's going to take a pitch here. Outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. These next couple of guys really did the damage for Gretna East back there in the 4th, and now they're up here in the bottom of the 5th inning with the team out on top now by a score of 5-2. Next pitch is going to miss, and the count down to Green is sitting at 2 balls and no strikes. Tyler Cox would follow him. There's 2 men out. The Tigers looking to get out of this 5th inning with no more damage done here. Next pitch by Ashton Haas. Ball's going to be hit to right field. That's going to be in foul territory. That is going to get into the bullpen. Hard hit ball by Nolan Green out toward right field. The park is not as spacious as we're accustomed to at Duncan. Again, 325 down the lines. You've got the 390 is straight away as center field here at this park. But the winds blowing in out of the east has pretty well kept everything in check here today. Here comes the next pitch by Haas. Hit to the right side. That's going to get through there for a base hit. Shaw picks the ball up out in right field. Around the bag at second. On the way to third base is going to be Silman. And now runners are going to be on at first and third base. So Silman advances from first to third on the single by Nolan Green. Green has been ripping us up here. That's his second base hit of the ball game. And now coming up there is going to be Tyler Cox. Cox had a 2-run single back there in the 4th inning. He was hit by a pitch in the 3rd, and he received a walk in the 1st inning of play. Now he comes up there with a chance to drive home another run here for Gretna East in the 5th inning. The Griffins are already out on top of this ball game by a score of 5-2 as Ashton Haas will settle in on the Tyler Cox. Cox has driven home 14 runs so far this year. Cox waiting on the pitch, and he is hit by the pitch. Runner was going at first base, Nolan Green, but Tyler Cox is hit by a pitch, and now the Griffins have the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Carson Herman is going to come to the plate next. Again, the Tigers have a plethora of throwers warming up in a huge bullpen down there in the right field side. There's no tomorrow. No use of saving anybody for tomorrow. Got to win this ball game. Carson Herman, the left fielder, is up there next for Gretna East. He had a single back there in the 4th inning. And back there was a stretch where Gretna East had 4 straight singles, 4 runs scored during that scoring barrage. Here comes the pitch here. It's going to be a swing and a miss by Herman. And the count now is sitting at 1 ball and 1 strike to the left fielder for Gretna East. Herman a single, a walk, and another single. Started the day with a batting average at .348 for the Griffins. Here comes the next ball. It's going to be hit out here to a left center field, and that is going to get out of here for a home run. A home run by Carson Herman, or they're going to say it's a double. So a ground rule double out to a left center field, as he's going to drive home a run here. So a ground rule double out toward the left center field. It drives home 1 run. They're going to keep a Tyler Cox at third base. And now coming up there is going to be a Tanner Erdkamp, but not before Blake Marquardt is going to make another appearance on the mound here for the Tigers. So now we're going to take a break. It is a 7-2 ball game. They're not going to hold that runner at third base. It's going to be a ground rule double, but they're going to allow both of those runs to come in to score for Gretna East. So we're going to have a pitching change coming up here for the Tigers in the 5th inning. We'll take a break now with a score: Gretna East 7, Hastings 2. You're listening to the state tournament from Omaha on Extreme Sports.
If you're planning to build a new home or add an addition to your existing one, trust the experts at Gangwish Construction. From general contracting, basement pouring, to bathroom remodeling, concrete work, and deck building, they handle it all with precision and care. They take pride in doing the job right the first time, every time. Contact Jeff today at 402-460-0013 and experience quality craftsmanship with Gangwish Construction.
Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab, 207 South Burlington, is the place for all your rehabilitation needs. PTSR offers a wide variety of services, including orthopedic, neurological, and sports injury rehabilitation. A certified hand specialist is available for the more delicate upper extremity injuries. Warm, aquatic therapy, and balance training is also available. PTSR has a strong industrial services division providing physical and functional capacity testing, as well as drug and alcohol screening. Please visit our website, ptsrhastings.com.
You are listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
All right, the new pitcher for Hastings is going to be Peyton Drake, as he's going to come on and throw it down. Keep running about there. Carlos Jimenez, Eli Snyder, Ashton Haas, and now Peyton Drake will come out there to try to stop the bleeding. It's a 7-2 ball game. Gretna East has got the lead. Tanner Erdkamp is going to come up there next. Jimenez through the first 3 2/3 innings today for Hastings High. Eli Snyder came on and threw to 4 batters and did not record an out. Ashton Haas, he's thrown just 1 inning, and now we're going to see Peyton Drake out there. Tanner Erdkamp is a guy who's going to come to the plate here. So Erdkamp will come to the plate in the 5th inning. He bats here from the right-hand side, and the pitch there by Drake is going to be down low for a ball. 1-0 is the count here. High school baseball coverage here on Extreme Sports from Papillion La Vista South High School here in the 2025 state tournament. Next pitch by Drake is going to hit out in front of the plate. Good stop there by Adam Rutt. Runners are on at second and third base here for the Griffins of Gretna East in a 7-2 ball game now. We're in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Drake winds and delivers. That pitch is going to be in there for a strike in the inside corner. Again, more baseball coming up today. Adams Central and Mount Michael Benedictine from Tau Anderson Field on the campus of UNO. Ball game is scheduled for 1. May go early today, but we'll have the game over on the Extreme Sports 2. Tyson Abronic is with us with coverage on Extreme Sports here for the remainder of the week. Tanner Erdkamp takes a pitch down low for a ball here. 3 balls and 1 strike. Peyton Drake winds and delivers. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike. And now we're now sitting at 3-2. Tigers just got to get out of the inning. Boy, a lot of damage done with 2 outs again. Erdkamp waiting here in the right-hand batter's box. Drake gets his sign from his catcher, Adam Rett. Next pitch is going to be... Oh, that baby just misses. Oohs and ahs coming up from the Hastings faithful here. A base on ball is given up there by Peyton Drake. That one just misses inside. And now the bases are loaded here for Gretna East. In the bottom of the 5th inning is Easton Leahy will come to the plate next. Leahy is the catcher, batting down here in the number 5 spot. He is 1 for 3 in this ball game. Started the day with a batting average of .289. He's fouled out to the first baseman, and he's flown out to a right field, and he's got a base hit in this contest. And the first pitch by Peyton Drake is going to be down low for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 7-2 is the score. Gretna East has got the lead over Hastings High. And the Griffins looking for more. There's a bouncing ball. That's going to get through there for a base hit. Into a left field. The run comes in to score. And that's all they're going to get here. As Leahy is going to get a single to score a run. And now the Griffins are putting it to the Tigers here. Bases are going to be loaded now. Coming up is going to be Brody Zimmerman. It's now an 8-2 ball game in favor of the Griffins. Bases are loaded here. So Brody Zimmerman will come to the plate. Brody Zimmerman so far today, he has struck out, and he's reached a base on balls, and he's flown out to a center field. So the bases are loaded here for the Griffins here in this ball game. 3 runs in here in the 5th. They had 5 in the 4th inning. Hastings High controlled most of the first couple of innings until we got to the 4th inning, and then the wheels have fallen off the cart here for the Tigers here in this one. Drake's next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. Jimenez threw 3 2/3 innings today. He gave up 2 hits and 3 runs. Eli Snyder pitched to 4 batters and did not record an out. Ashton Haas threw an inning, gave up 4 hits and 3 runs, and now Peyton Drake trying his luck. There's a ball hit to Burton at first base. He goes over and touches the bag, and the inning is going to be over. But more damage done here by the Griffins in this 5th inning of play as they score 3 runs. And now they've got a commanding lead over Hastings High as we go to the 6th inning. It is Gretna East 8, Hastings High 2. You're listening to the State High School Baseball Tournament on Extreme Sports.
Physical therapy 207 South Burlington is the place for all your rehabilitation needs. PTSR offers a wide variety of services, including orthopedic, neurological, and sports injury rehabilitation. A certified hand specialist is available for the more delicate upper extremity injuries. Warm, aquatic therapy, and balance training is also available. PTSR has a strong industrial services division providing physical and functional capacity testing as well as drug and alcohol screening. Please visit our website, ptsrhastings.com.
The weather is warming up, and that means only one thing. It's baseball season. Whether it's Hastings High, Adams Central, or Hastings College baseball this spring, you'll be able to catch the action on Extreme Sports. And this summer, Extreme Sports will be the exclusive voice for Hastings American Legion baseball. Whether it's Hastings 5 Points Bank, Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes, or Hastings Runza, all the big games will be right here. Listen online at x-streamsports.com on your smartphone with our free mobile app or on your Alexa-enabled smart speaker. Just say, Alexa, play Extreme Sports. Central Nebraska's new home for sports is Extreme Sports.
Mike Will back here at the State High School Baseball Tournament in Omaha. It is a 8-2 ball game. Hastings High trailing in the contest. And here's a ball here by Brody Dreher. It's going to be caught here in the 6th inning as he is going to foul out to the first baseman to begin the 6th inning of play. So the Tigers have 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order coming up here. And now we're going to have a visit on the mound for Gretna East. They may elect to go to their pen here to try to close this ball game out now with a 8-2 lead over Hastings High. Again, we got more baseball coming up from Tal Anderson Field over at Nebraska Omaha. The Adams Central Patriots playing in their elimination ball game against Mount Michael Benedictine. The game originally scheduled for 1 o'clock. It may go early. We're going to have complete coverage over on Extreme Sports 2 beginning in just a little bit. So depending on what's going on over with that first ball game over at Tal Anderson, game time might be a skosh early as we're going with a rolling schedule here on this third day of the State High School Baseball Tournament to kind of avoid some weather that's expected to move in throughout the afternoon. Anyway, we'll have the first pitch between 12:30 and 1 today. Adams Central and Mount Michael Benedictine over on Extreme Sports 2. Here's a Chance Burton coming to the plate next for Hastings. One man out for the Tigers in the 6th inning, and Hastings is trailing in this ball game by a score of 8-2. This one scheduled for 7 here today. Next pitch to Burton is going to be in there for a strike. And it is now no balls and 2 strikes to Chance Burton, the first baseman. Batting average on the season sitting at .292 for Burton. Here comes the next pitch, hit on the ground toward third, foul territory. So the count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. Hastings High again with the graduation ceremonies yesterday. Chance was one of the seniors receiving his diploma yesterday, and then he hopped on the bus at 8 o'clock to head back to Omaha. There's a ground ball to short. That is going to be a put out over at first base as Nolan Green gets it over to Nicholson to retire Chance Burton. So 2 up, 2 down for the Tigers here in the 6th. Carlos Yemenez coming to the plate next. That's 6 guys in a row now that Gretna East has mowed down. And now we're going to have a pitching change for Gretna East. As Carter Woodson did his job. He came on in relief and shut the door on the Tigers while his offense got going. And now Gretna East is going to go with their closer here to try to finish things out in this elimination ball game against Hastings High. So we got a pitching change coming up. We'll be back in just a bit. You're listening to High School Baseball on Extreme Sports.
TLC Vet Care is pleased to serve Hastings and the surrounding area. The goal at TLC Vet Care is to provide you and your pets with the best veterinary experience possible. Everything from dentistry to surgery. They can also do x-rays, microchipping, vaccinations, wellness checks, nutritional counseling, behavior management, parasite prevention, spay, and neuter. Let Dr. Tammy Craig and Dr. Catherine Caston take care of your pets. Give them a call at 402-463-2899 or stop in to see them at 512 Eastside Boulevard in Hastings. We are here for you and your pet. TLC Vet Care of Hastings.
5 Points Bank has been proudly serving the Tri-City area for decades, and we are continuously finding ways to make your banking experience easy and enjoyable. We offer the best of both worlds with kind and welcoming employees in the bank while creating a strong online presence to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Our innovative technology adds layers of security while being easily accessible to all age groups. Stop into the Better Bank to learn more today.
Have you or a loved one been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Hi, I'm Mitch Stellick from Stellick Law Firm in Grand Island, and we specialize in personal injury law. Let Stellick Law Firm assist you in making sure that you and your family are taken care of following a motor vehicle accident. Call us today at 308-675-4035 to schedule your appointment. Let us be your voice.
You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
All right, Gavin Hovermail is going to come on and throw now for Gretna East in this 8-2 ball game. He's got no decisions so far this year. There's a ball that's going to be hit out to left field. That's going to be caught out there, and that's going to be the final out of the 6th inning. So one pitch there by Hovermail, and Carlos Jimenez parks it out in left field. He gave it a...
Turning the page and opening a new chapter. A new chapter that is so important in these times because we see the rise of geopolitical tensions, but we are like-minded.
From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
This is VSiN, the sports betting network.
This is VSiN by the Books on VSiN, the sports betting network.
We begin hour number 2. It is VSiN by the Books. I'm Dave Ross here, Circus Sports Fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Our closer, Jensen Lewis, back home in Cleveland, Ohio. A lot to get to here in the course of the next 2 hours. Of course, the Final Four is set in the NBA and the NHL. We are going to talk to Will Hill, all things NBA, and then Rachel Dory, all things NHL. How do you think Rachel in Toronto as a whole is holding up this morning after the Maple Leafs get eliminated last night by Florida?
She, to her credit, she said, I'm fully prepared.
She was ready
to be upset. And again, I think when you've seen this movie as many times as you have, you get yourself ready emotionally to have that same ending. You do what it does. I mean, this was a pretty spectacular defeat, no question about it.
Yeah, we always say in sports, right? I'm ready to get my heart broken again. Are you? Because it feels like they got their heart broken again north of the border with Toronto. So we'll catch up with Rachel. And I know in New York and Will's there in Connecticut, they are fired up for the Knicks to get this Eastern Conference final beginning on Wednesday against Indiana. But without further ado, hour number 2, it's time for our highlights and headlines.
Help your bottom line with today's highlights and headlines.
We talked about it in hour number 1 with Cody Decker, the Brandon Hyde. They're 15-30. They're 0-2 without Brandon Hyde as manager. They fired him after the 15-28 start there in Charm City. And there's a lot of things. And Jensen, you guys and Cody, you guys have gone through this as players when you have changes to the staff and then the managers let go as well. It didn't feel fair from an outside perspective that management really kind of hamstrung Brandon Hyde here a little bit. But these are the decisions that get made. What do you make of it? And is it a reflection on Hyde or more on the front office?
Well, first and foremost, the front office dealt him a horrific hand to try and play with. And again, knowing that you have what we saw at least the last couple of seasons, Dave, as maybe one of the best young offensive cores for years to come. Now, I had said when Anthony Santander left to go to Toronto, I'm like, I'm very intrigued just from a lineup construction standpoint, how Brandon Hyde it fills it out each and every day, because it was amazing the plug and play nature of Santander and how he allowed the flexibility for Hyder around. That now has been replaced with Gunnar Henderson having to be put in a 3 spot when he's been so great as a leadoff hitter. Jackson Holiday now has to be elevated up to the leadoff spot. But let's face it gets back to the pitching staff and most notably the rotation. You can't convince me one way or the other that a team with the deepest farm system in baseball doesn't go out and entertain trying to make a splash move in an American League, Dave, which we have harped on since the beginning of the year, is so wide open.
Yeah.
How do you not go and at least try and replace Corbin Burns with as close to, if not level, with that front of the rotation type talent? That will be the thing that I think Oriole fans will look back on if this season goes the way that it is right now. And by the way, they're 11-1 to make the postseason.
What?
11-1 on DraftKings. That is just unfathomable.
It should be 100-1
considering the talent offensively.
Yes, this is that's a joke. And by the way, you want to look at the numbers and say maybe it's some hard luck? No. The worst run differential in Major League Baseball, of course, is the Colorado Rockies. And it's not close with a historically bad team like the Rocks. They're minus 144 runs. The second worst in baseball, your Baltimore Orioles, minus 85 in run differential. I don't see any hope. 15 games under. I could not bet that 11-1 to make the playoffs. Divisional odds 40-1 to win the pennant. What are you, crazy? 60-1 and to win the World Series. Come on. So I look at that. They've lost 6 in a row, 2 in a row since they fired Hyde. And the rest of the division's been pretty underwhelming as well. Everybody else is under 500 with the exception of the Yankees. But I'm sure Brandon Hyde's thinking, it's not me as a manager. It's in conjunction with the players that you did not re-sign, that you let go, like the Corbin Burns, Santanders, as you mentioned, and not getting replacements for that. What did you want me to do? So this is the bed that the Oriole management has laid in, and right now it doesn't look pretty. When you have a run differential of minus 85, good luck the rest of the way. Good luck in San Francisco paying some other guys. You had to pay Brock Purdy. They did. 5 years, $265 million. It's got a $181 million guarantee with that in the 265. Remember, he was Mr. Irrelevant back in the 2022 draft, so he was cheap for a while. He's not cheap anymore, 5-year extension, but it's really that guaranteed money at 181. Look, I saw some people going, what are you thinking, San Francisco? That's why you were able to be successful, because you had him so cheap. Now when you pay for Brock, can you feed all the other mouths that you have to feed at some point?
That's going to be the ultimate question, right? And in a division that I think you and I agree is improved, even with where the Seattle Seahawks are and what that will look like now with a pretty overwhelmingly new offense outside of the backfield in Kenneth Walker. But I do look towards a couple of intriguing markets. And Dave, I'll throw these out to you right now. DraftKings, Niners to miss the postseason altogether is plus $1.65. Okay, so not as long as maybe you would anticipate. To lose in the wild card round, plus 240. Lose in the divisional round, plus 370. Lose in the conference championship game, 9-1. And if they make it to the Super Bowl and come up short, 18-1. Now, I think more as we look at the NFC, and a lot going to be predicated off of what does Philly do with an absolutely gargantuan schedule that they've got to go up against. But if you're looking for, those bridesmaids or those, kind of people that are right there and ready to go, if they have the injury issues they did last year offensively, that's not a guy in Brock Purdy that wins you games by himself. And so I think that's the bigger thing to me is you give all this money. Can he single-handedly win you a game? I don't think so, and that's why I would never have given him that kind of money, just knowing that off the jump.
Permission to approach the bench, Your Honor. Okay, here's where I'll push back. And again, we're going to break down their schedule here in the next segment to look at the win totals here in their schedule in depth with a couple other teams as well. But this is John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan, saying, I did my job, John Lynch, as the GM, to draft him as Mr. Irrelevant. I did my job, Kyle Shanahan, as a head coach, developing Mr. Irrelevant into a very relevant player. And our offense doesn't go, gasp, without Brock Purdy. Can we make that counter argument that we had to pay him the money because without it, Jensen, it's not a plug and play. Trey Lance couldn't do it. That's why he's no longer even, I don't think he's in football right now, right? Or wherever he is. But that this was the right guy. We tried it with Trey as a number 3 pick, and then we got Mr. Irrelevant, but we figured out, maybe by going through a couple other guys it didn't work out, that this is the guy we have to have in the fold. And now he's locked up, and it's all systems go.
All right, so, and I'll leave you with this thought, and for our audience as well. Brock Purdy's being paid more than Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, your Dak Prescott, Kyler Murray, even Deshaun Watson. The only guys making more money than Brock Purdy are Joe Burrow, Trevor Lance, Josh Allen. and Patrick Mahomes. Now, you tell me what doesn't fit in that list. I'll tell you what.
A lot of Super Bowls, a lot of MVPs certainly out there for guys he's getting paid more than. I will say this, though, in all seriousness, they have to get this right because you are staking your reputation as a head coach and as a GM because if they get this wrong, look, when you get Trey Lance wrong, that's an easy fix, right? That's a draft pick.
Sure.
And certainly you don't want to lose a top 3 pick and waste that. That's normally not a good thing, but you got, I don't say lucky, but you did your due diligence to get this guy as Mr. Irrelevant, so it made up for it. Like you made up the wrong of wasting that top pick. You got to get this right because now with the money, it really will handicap and hamstring the rest of your organization if this money is not money well spent. So I'm with you. The other quarterbacks that you mentioned, most of those, Deshaun Watson obviously being the outlier of where you got it wrong. You can't miss this because if Purdy is not who they say he is, this would set back the franchise. And then all those plays that you mentioned, Jensen, to miss the playoffs. We'll talk about the win total coming up. They would be in play to go unders and or bet against if Brock Purdy is not the guy they have now invested in.
The Niners are plus 650 to be the 1 seed in the NFC. So only the Eagles have a better number than they do. Eagles are plus 310. All right, now the schedule for people watching on VSiN Watch at VSiN.com. Mm-hmm. The beginning of that schedule, at least the first 4 weeks, and always difficult to go to Seattle. We know it's a tough place to play.
But you could be 4-0.
But Dave, if that was exactly where I went. There should be a 4 in that win column if you are the Niners going into that Thursday night football game against one of your biggest rivals in the Rams within the division. You do that alleviates a boatload of pressure on John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. You go 2-2 in that stretch, especially knowing you got the Jags at home and you got a divisional game against the Cardinals at home. Hey, now, you're gonna hear a lot of issues and a lot of complaining if Brock Purdy doesn't live up to that contract in the first 4 weeks.
A 2-2 start against that schedule would not bode well. It hit the over 10.5 right now. You get plus money at that at plus $1.10. If you're going to bet them for 11 or more wins, you better come out of there 3-1 at the worst. By the way, you got to check out the VSiN Daily Morning Bets podcast, making it your first look here at the day's betting lines, sharp action, market movements. In just 15 minutes, you're going to get everything you need to know to make your wagers much smarter and stay ahead of the line moves, all before you have that first cup of joe in the day. It's hosted by VSiN's team of trusted betting experts. So the Daily Morning Bets podcast, fast, focused, built for bettors like you out there. So listen to the VSiN Daily Morning Bets pod wherever you get your podcasts or get it on the VSiN Watch app. The sharpest way to start your betting day is with the VSiN Daily Morning Bets podcast.
In times of economic uncertainty and chaos, your money means nothing. You may not even be able to get it from your bank or ATM. And the money you do have in the stock market will go down and down. What you can bank on is gold and silver. Gold and silver have been a reliable and trusted form of currency for thousands of years. Gold and silver have never been worth zero, and typically gold holds its value during economic turmoil. Call the Gold Hotline now and learn how to protect your money and your assets with gold and silver. And learn how to set up a new IRA or roll over your current one into a gold-backed IRA. Protect your money from the next market crash with gold and silver. Call now for your free gold guide.
800-281-4224. 800-281-4224. 800-281-4224. That's 800-281-4224.
Learn how thousands of smart homeowners are investing about $1 to avoid expensive home repair bills. John, a former non-customer, said, "My air conditioner broke and I had to spend $1,900 to fix it." Jeff, a customer, wrote, "My air conditioner broke and I got a new one at no out-of-pocket cost." Mary, a former non-customer, wrote, "My heating system stopped running. I had to spend $3,000 to get a new one." Lisa, a customer, wrote, "My heater stopped working. I got it fixed at no out-of-pocket cost." For about $1 a day, you can have all the major appliances and systems in your home guaranteed fixed or replaced with HSC's home warranty coverage. Call now, and the first month is free.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
If you're looking for auto glass work, call Auto Glass Experts of Hastings. Jeff and Brent have over 60 years of combined experience. They can fix your glass in just about anything from your car or pick up to heavy-duty repairs on your truck or farm equipment, tractors, loaders, graders, or semi-trucks. No other glass repair and replacement business comes close to the high standards of quality and customer service you'll find with the Auto Glass Experts. If you've just got a little ding in your windshield, they offer rock chip repair. Give them a call today at 402-463-0025 or stop in and see them at 405 West J Street in Hastings.
You're locked in to Extreme Sports.
Olivares now hits a line drive to deep left field. Ward is back to the wall. Granny time!
Here's Doncic wheeling inside in traffic and got it to go. Call it the foul.
The home of 24/7 sports talk. Nothing but pure sports action.
So the Tigers bring out another new pitcher in this ball game today. Tregan Way is coming out here for the Tigers. Way will throw here in the sixth inning, and this is, I believe, his first appearance of the season for the Tigers. So we haven't seen Tregan Way all season, and we put him in here in the state tournament in the sixth inning. You're trailing 10-2. So he's going to throw here. There's a ground ball toward the shortstop, going to be fielded there. The throw to first base is going to be wild. The run comes in to score. Here comes the second one to the plate now, and that should be the ball game here. As Easton Leahy is going to get a single here. Actually, he's going to reach on an error, the throwing error by Royer Delora. 2 runs come in to score. And that's going to be the ball game as the Tigers are going to be beaten here in the sixth inning by the final score of 12-2. So the Tigers season is over. They're going to finish the year with a mark of 13 wins and 13 losses on the season. Gretna East will move on to another elimination ball game tomorrow. The record now at 18 wins and 10 losses. So the ball game got away from Hastings High in the 4th, 5th, and 6th innings, and Gretna East does their thing. They beat Hastings. Final score 12-2. Back with the final numbers after this. You're listening to High School Baseball.
Taking care of your teeth and gums is important to keeping a healthy smile, and that's where we come in. Dr. Corey Baumgartner of Baumgartner Family Dentistry will provide exceptional oral care services to both children and adults. They offer routine cleanings and screenings, emergency and scheduled surgical and cosmetic procedures, and a teeth whitening program to all of their patients. Whatever your dental care needs, Baumgartner Family Dentistry is there to help. New patients are welcome. Just call 402-462-6484 or stop in and see them at 2217 West 12th Street in Hastings.
If you're looking for an auto repair business that you can trust, count on the experts at Connet Auto Care in Hastings. Their mechanics are ASE certified which means they are up to date on the best repair practices for your vehicle. Connett Auto Care keeps your vehicle running like it should. They offer air conditioning repair, brake repair, cooling system services, engine diagnostics and repairs, suspension work, electrical work, and much more. Plus, they sell wheels and tires too. Connett Auto Care, 212 North Lexington in Hastings.
Bloom into spring with Bob Sass flowers. Fresh flowers, bright colors, and new beginnings. Spring is here and so are our freshest blooms. From tulips to hydrangeas, bring the joy of the season into your home or gift a bouquet full of sunshine. We also carry home decor, gift items like candles, chocolates, silk arrangements, popcorn, and jewelry. Shop local at Bob Sass Flowers, located at 2618 West 2nd Street in Hastings, serving Hastings since 1955.
You are listening to Tiger Baseball on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here in Omaha, Hastings High, their season comes to an end today as they lose to a Gretna East. Final score of 12-2. Tigers got off to a good start. They scored a run in the first inning, added a run in the fourth. We had a 2-0 lead going into the bottom of the fourth inning. That's when the wheels fell off the carts as the Gretna East scores 5 runs in the fourth inning. They had 3 more in the fifth inning, and they tacked on 4 more in the sixth. They put this game away in a shortened fashion, winning by the score of 12-2 over Hastings High. So the Tigers beaten by the 10-run rule in both of their games here in the state tournament. They lost to Omaha Scots on Saturday 12-1. They give up 12 more runs today, and they lose to a Gretna East by the score of 12-2. Tigers scoring 2 runs on 2 hits with an error. Gretna East 12 runs on 14 hits and 1 error. Carlos Jimenez had both of the base hits for Hastings. He had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Losing pitcher was Carlos Jimenez for the Tigers. He goes 3 2/3 innings. He gives up 2 hits and 3 runs, 5 base on balls and 6 strikeouts. Eli Snyder, Ashton Haas, Peyton Drake, Ben Wibbles, and Trey Way all found their way to the pitcher's mound, but could not shut down the hot attack of Gretna East as the Griffins knock off the Tigers today by the score of 12-2. Hastings wraps up their season with a mark of 13 wins and 13 losses. Don't go away. We've got more baseball coming up. Adams Central playing in the Class C elimination ball game as they're playing Mount Michael Benedictine. The game will start here shortly between 12:30 and 1 o'clock over at Tal Anderson Field on the campus of UNO. We'll have the game on Extreme Sports 2 today with Tyson Evronic. So they'll have the coverage here beginning shortly on Extreme Sports 2 as Adams Central will take on the Knights of Mount Michael Benedictine. Again, the final score here in this one, it was Gretna East knocking off Hastings High. Final score of 12-2. From Omaha, I'm Mike Will, wishing you a very pleasant good afternoon.
You have been listening to an exclusive presentation by Extreme Sports. If you missed portions of today's game, you can download our podcast on x-streamsports.com.
These two teams that are at the end, and it just felt like that was inevitable for us to have all this new blood.